note from Doug Goodstein from the Howard TV guys. They covered it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I wondered if they were, treating this seriously or if he was going to have a TV crew following him.
I asked Ronnie about it, and Ronnie got an audition for some sitcom. But now it's sounding like strange to me. First, I thought they were giving Ronnie his own sitcom, and now it sounds like he was auditioning for one episode, and that they called a whole bunch of other people from the show to audition as well. Like Richie Wilson ended up auditioning, and Rachel.
For the same part, Ronnie was auditioning for, or
a different
other
part.
parts.
Yeah, it sounds like it's.
They're stacking the deck.
They're stacking the deck, and it's like a promotion to get our fans to watch the show.
Right.
So I don't know. I was hoping for the Ronnie sitcom.
Well, the other day when we were talking to him, I couldn't tell because at first it sounded like this part was written for Ronnie.
Yeah.
And then he started talking about having to go in and audition. And I thought, well, that's odd.
Here's the notes. This was a quick audition for a show called Wheels. Richie Wilson and Rachel Fine were also at the audition. Rachel and Richie ended up auditioning.
Richie is... What, is he, a cameraman?
Yeah, I don't even know what he does. He's on Howard TV.
Right.
And so they said, a few weeks ago, Ronnie sent out a tweet saying that Wheels is looking for more people to be cast in the show and attached an email address for people to send photos to.
They don't know how to get people to be actors?
No, they needed Ronnie to help. All three of them got in an early audition, which was all shot by Howard TV, and the video will be loaded in the morning. Ronnie's auditioned solo. Richie and Ronnie auditioned together.
Dude.
And Rachel auditioned solo as well.
Dude.
What is it, like a whole Howard Stern show episode?
Here's what happened. Nobody knew anything about this except me from the beginning.
Right.
They contacted me through Twitter a long time ago, back in April, about this.
Okay.
So they put a thing out on Twitter, an open audition for people to come in and audition for the show about 4 weeks ago.
Right.
And people were to send in headshots and, stuff like that. And that they would call, by invitation only, by email, to come in and audition. So a whole bunch of people got emails to come in.
So how did your audition go?
It just happened that Richie and Rachel got the same night.
Now, how did your audition go?
I thought it went really well. And
now, is it for one episode, or would your character...
No, for the whole thing.
You're a character, a regular character.
The angry coffee truck driver.
Oh.
Oh,
you could do that.
You should be able to do that.
I think it went really well. I mean,
What did you have to say?
It was like I was talking to another, like a salesman would come to the coffee truck, say.
Right.
And he would ask, like a new guy a new salesman come to the truck, and he would ask what the rules are with the coffee truck. And I would say to him, the rules are, you don't ask me for credit. You don't ask me for cash. You pay cash. You don't. If you touch it, you buy it. That kind of stuff. And I thought it went pretty well.
Now, you are an angry kind of guy in real life, but are you able to become a character like that?
Did you summon up the anger from somewhere?
Yeah. I think I did.
And did they indicate?
Because I got in a fight with Stephanie before I went there, so I was really
Okay.
What were you fighting about with her?
just stupid shit.
What's stupid? What are you doing?
It was a stupid thing.
Got yourself a nice young girlfriend.
Yeah, no. It was cool.
What'd you fight about?
We had a little argument.
What was the argument?
A normal argument
I'm
about
curious,
something.
What do you argue with her about?
It was something about I said, she had started this job, and it was. I don't even want to go into. I can't go into it on the air.
You can't.
No.
I'm just wondering what you argue about.
It was something stupid. It was nothing.
You got worked up.
Yeah. And then we were like fighting on the phone as I was walking from where I parked my car, and I was walking to the audition.
What the hell are you fighting about?
We were just arguing. She was yelling at me. I'm yelling at her, and I go, "Well, thanks for making me angry before I go to the audition," which actually worked out pretty good.
You should really thank her now.
Well, what is it? You don't like her to work? Or?
No, not at all. It's nothing. It was cool.
What do you think he's fighting with?
Everything was fine,
I'm trying to figure it out. If I don't know, does he not like the kind of job she took?
She's got a great job.
What she was wearing? You think she's
like? No, it was nothing like that at all. Nothing like that. Nothing.
Anyway, it says here in my notes, Lisa G was supposed to be there at 7 o'clock for the audition. At 6:45, she contacted Ronnie and said she was going to bail out.
She texted me, and see, originally the audition was scheduled for 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock at night.
8 o'clock at night. Then they said they would start earlier. So I text her. Now I know she lives in the city.
Right.
I text her at 20 to 7, And I said, we're going to get in earlier, probably around 7 o'clock in that area.
Right.
So they took us upstairs about 5 after 7. At 6:50, she texted me, said, sorry, I can't make it. Good luck.
Oh.
She bailed out. She's the newswoman.
I don't know. I have no idea what
That's
happened.
a big story, you auditioning for a sitcom.
I don't know what happened. Howard TV was there at 6 o'clock waiting in the lobby. So that's all I know.
The guys wrote, it seems as if she was inconvenienced to do the shoot.
Well, if Ronnie gets the sitcom and it takes off, Howard 100 News won't have been there at the beginning.
That's right. What's with Lisa G not showing up?
I don't know.
Let's see what else. Richie was able to see the script that Ronnie had to read. It was basically written as if Ronnie wrote it himself.
What does that mean?
Seemed like a natural read for him until he had to say the word Epicurean. Epicurean,
yeah, but I did it. I kind of did it on purpose to make it sound like I was stupid.
Oh, that was a technique you used.
Yeah.
An acting choice.
I actually read it twice because when Richie read for the part that they had him try out for, he was the salesman who came to the coffee truck. So they had me. They said to me, "Well, why don't you read the part with him and let's see how it goes?" And it went pretty good. I think anyway. But I always think everything goes good and winds up being shit. So
Richie did the audition as a goof to see what would happen. They ended up pairing him with Ronnie to read together, but Richie doesn't expect to be called back. Richie doesn't feel he did a good job.
Oh, really?
He's not an actor.
After Ronnie's first read, Richie heard everyone in the room clapping through the closed door, so they must have liked it.
They were.
So then maybe you got the part.
Now, how cool is that?
Yeah, I was pretty happy about the whole thing.
Also there at the audition was one of Ronnie's former hot chick of the week, Christy Day, who flew in from North Carolina just to try out.
Yeah, she had sent in her thing, headshot. She does acting and modeling and stuff like that.
So when are we going to find out if you're in this show?
I don't know. I guess I'll hear from them when they're done with the auditions. So.
All right.
I know they were running them till 2 in the morning this morning. So.
Wow.
What is it, Gary?
In 10 seconds, I'll be right back with the audition.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah.
You have Ronnie's audition?
I have Ronnie's audition, and then I'm pulling the one with him and Richie.
Okay.
Ronnie De Niro.
Because the first one he did with the producer.
All right. I'll wait for that.
All right, man.
Ronnie De Niro will call you.
Hey, I hope it works.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I hope it's cool.
Well, did you discuss how much money it's going to pay?
No, we hadn't gotten to, I'm going to...
They'll talk to my agent.
The Buckwald office for that.
They probably think you'd do it for anything, but you want a certain amount of money, right?
If you're going to be a major character.
I mean, I'm not going to be an asshole and say, just because,
Right.
I want to do it.
You want major character money?
I think it'll be cool.
I want my own trailer.
Do you think he'll ever be, how De Niro is De Niro? Like, you know who it is just by saying his last name?
Yeah.
Will there ever be a time where you can just say Mund?
Mund. What is it, Gary?
So it's on Gary, page 2, and Green in the first column. So the guy you hear off mic reading with him is a producer, and then I'll pull the one with him and Richie.
You hear your audition. See how you did.
Ready, Ron?
Ready as I'm ever going to be.
Hi, what's special today?
What's special? I'll tell you what's special. What's special is that I'm done in 2 hours. That's what's special.
No, I mean on the truck. Good joke.
New guy, huh? What's special is no credit. It's all COD. No, and I'll pay you on Friday crap. No Rick. I'll give you some money on Tuesday. No, I haven't sold a car in a week and have...
What the fuck? It's fine.
I was warming up.
Sounds like they'll give you the job anyway.
Yeah.
I think it went, pretty good.
Right. What do you think, Robin? Do you think he's got something there?
They were clapping?
They were clapping
They were clapping. It was over.
Money. And what's really special, no roach coats jokes. Because I don't smoke them, sell them, or have them. They're okay. That's what's special.
He's a horrible actor, isn't he?
But sometimes that's what works.
Well, they want somebody who sounds dumb and stupid, I guess. I don't know, an angry driver. Besides, how special can coffee and buttered rolls be? This ain't Olive Garden on wheels,
Just asking because I was in the restaurant business too.
Oh, yeah? Well, I could see how great that worked for you.
I ain't watching this
maybe
show.
once you see it on camera, it really pops.
I think he's got something. I'm not sure what it is, but he's got something. I don't know. What do I know? Hey, maybe
Look,
that's
I don't know what they're looking for.
Ronnie, if they were applauding that, then maybe you're onto something.
Hey, I hope so. Huh. Let me guess. You had some fancy place somewhere with tablecloths and candles, that real expensive shit most people couldn't pronounce. I'm getting close, right? Made a lot of money, spent all the cash, and you beat Uncle Sam out of silly toys and cheap broads? Oh, God knows what else you're gonna try to...
Oh, my God.
Are there periods in that sentence?
I think you got something, but I don't know if it's called
Oh, there
talent.
are periods, man.
Yeah. That's some read. Maybe he was a little...
It is a read.
Were you a little nervous?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah,
Of course I was
sure,
nervous.
sure.
Pulled some zagged into the protection bullshit.
What?
About
What did he just say?
Zagging in the what?
I don't know.
Wait, let me back that up.
Cater truck cuisine, right?
What?
The protection. Sam out of silly toys and cheap broads. Oh, God knows what else you're gonna try to pull some zagged into the protection bullshit.
Into the
I don't know what that is.
That's. You think it went well?
Yeah.
You think that audition went well?
Yeah, I think it went well.
You're not even fucking saying English over there. I
Yeah,
don't know
well,
what
that's the whole idea. That's
really.
the whole idea of it. They wanted me to sound,
Well, you definitely just sound dopey.
that's what they want. They
Yeah, but
want
you
that's-
don't even sound like you're. Well, all right. Well, I don't know what they're looking for.
I don't know. Maybe that's not what they're looking for, but that's what they told me they're looking for.
I was going to say, they gave you some direction like that. that they're looking
Yeah,
for.
yeah, because I met with these guys about a month ago.
Okay.
At a restaurant.
Did they give you the lines in advance?
No.
No, there was
Well,
a
why didn't
cold
they do that?
read.
Because they wanted me to just come in and read it and see how it went.
Well,
They gave it to me 5 minutes before I walked in.
so you didn't get to memorize it or anything?
No, I was just reading it off the paper, About carrying cater truck cuisine, right?
What?
Carrying
So
what?
what's catering truck cuisine?
You
Oh,
can't even fucking say
catering
it.
I was-
cuisine.
I was doing
Catering truck cuisine.
I was doing it on purpose like that.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, I was.
You're having trouble.
No, I wasn't. I did it on purpose.
Bullshit.
I'm telling
Don't
you.
bullshit.
That
I
was
wasn't
my true
bullshitting.
line.
I wasn't bullshitting you.
Ronnie.
Ronnie. Dude, I'm not bullshitting you. Gonna be.
Just coffee and a piece of fudge over there.
Fudge? Where the fuck do you see fudge?
In the tray over there.
There you go.
That's Ronnie.
You really... Mastermind? Well, Wolfgang, fudge happens to be mushroom truffle casserole.
What?
Yeah, well, it looks a bit oozy.
It didn't last a week.
Okay, then, just coffee. Thanks.
Hope you sell some cars that Chateaubriand.
Thank you.
It sounds to me like they were goofing on him, giving him hard words to say. Something's up with this audition.
I mean,
Yeah,
they were
'cause
throwing-
if he's supposed to be like just an angry blue-collar truck driver, what's he doing using
First
words
of all-
like Epicurean
First of all,
and cuisine
what show do you know a guy has this big a dialogue?
with the guy in the truck?
Right. What is it?
I was just going to say the second one that he does with Richie is a different pronunciation of that word that he couldn't get the first time.
I know, but
Well, I was refining my humor.
I think they're up to something here.
I don't think so.
No?
No.
Wow, look at the applause. Ronnie.
Yeah.
Ronnie goes, I think I did good.
Yeah.
I said I thought it went all right.
Joe, how do you like the audition?
Hey, well, if they were looking for somebody who truly sounds stupid, you nailed it, Ronnie.
Well, there you go. This guy thinks you did a good job.
Right.
Very nice.
Are there any actors out there who can shed some light on auditioning and how Ronnie did?
Keith, you're an actor. How did that sound to you?
He sounded like Hank the Drunken Dwarf. You put that tape of him next to Hank side by side, you won't be able to tell the difference.
But Rick, go ahead. You're on the air.
Like the last guy nailed it. It's Hank the Angry Dwarf.
Right.
I mean, if you pull from the Son of the Beach, that's exactly what Ronnie sounds like.
James, you're on the air.
Howard, make it stop. Make it stop, please. Good God. You're killing us.
You don't like Ronnie's audition?
Oh, man, it's horrible. It's horrible. After a good week, and now you're bringing us all down.
All right. Well, there you go.
Place is falling apart here.
Place is falling apart.
Look at this.
What happened?
I don't know. I put my hand on here, and all the crap is coming off of my
Oh,
hand.
dear. I guess it had a 5-year shelf life.
Richie Wilson was at Ronnie's audition.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up?
The funniest thing was,
Ronnie came almost dressed for the part. He had on like a shirt that would look like he came from a mechanic shop. It had the name Mac on the chest and everything.
Well, he's a method actor.
Yeah.
I'm like Lee Strasberg.
Yeah.
Did you have an outfit on that would reflect the character?
Yeah, it was whatchamacallit.
Oh, yeah, there you are.
There he is.
Oh, there he is. Well, look at you. Look the part. That was some read. All right, listen. Whatever. I'm glad you got the audition. I hope it works out for you. I really do.
Thank you.
I mean, it's unbelievable. Jeff, go ahead. Jeff the drunk wants to weigh in. I think he liked it. Yeah. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm sure he loved it.
That was so fucking funny. Holy shit. I bet you I could do better than that.
I bet you could.
Well, listen, you got to give it a shot.
They didn't call you.
No, they called Ronnie. They want him. All right, listen, Ron. Congratulations on your triumphant audition over at the.
Thank you.
What's the show? Wheels.
Wheels.
Okay, very good.
Ron.
Yo.
Talk to me about the audition itself.
Okay.
A lot of people in there were doubting your acting skills.
Listen, I went in there. I don't claim to be an actor. I claim to be myself, okay? They gave me a part that they felt I could do because it's an angry part. And they gave me some papers to read right before I went in. I had no idea what I was reading, no clue about it beforehand. I knew about it when I walked into the place. They handed me the script of a scene, and I did it, and that's the end of it. If I get the part, fine. If I don't get the part, that's also fine. I tried. That's all.
There's a lot of people around here doubting the legitimacy of the operation. Not you, the production company.
No, it's a legit. Dude. Ask your people who were there last night. Okay, it's a legitimate operation. It's no fly-by-night deal.
So we might be seeing you on
on a cable network.
Okay.
I can't say what it is.
But it's a reputable cable network.
Very reputable. Very reputable.
How reputable?
Very reputable.
And cut.
Right.
Lisa G is here with some headlines from the Howard 100 newsroom. Lisa, what do you have for us?
Lisa Glassberg.
Here she is, Lisa G, in the house. Lisa, what do you have for us?
A lot of great.
Hey, Lisa, how come you didn't cover Ronnie last night? Did you just bail?
It was supposed to be at 8 o'clock.
Right.
Brad Driver and I decided at 5:30 that we weren't going to cover it. We're short-staffed.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a text at 6:45 that Ronnie was going on at 7:20.
Right.
And I was in my sweats. I mean, I couldn't jump, and I wouldn't have been able.
Aren't you like Lois Lane? When a story breaks, you have to be there?
We decided we weren't covering it.
Yeah. I'm doing more investigation into this so-called sitcom, and it seems that it's not like a sitcom that's already been, been on the air or something.
It doesn't have a go.
No, it's a company that's trying to make a sitcom. So it's not even, they're trying to put something together.
Oh.
Kind of like Stuttering John with his mafia movie.
Is this like, do they have a pilot deal?
No.
Oh, no deal.
No, they don't have a deal.
Oh, they do.
Oh, they do?
It's sold.
Oh, it's sold?
Yeah.
The guys just told me it's not. Gary just told me it's
Well, that's not what I was told.
Oh, okay.
That's not what I was told. It's sold to a...
Who's it sold to?
I can't say. I'm not supposed to say.
But it's on a network?
Cable.
Cable network?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has an episode run of what?
13, I heard.
Okay.
Well, there you go. I think Lisa should have been there then.
Well, Howard TV was there at 6 o'clock, so that's all I know.
A lot of questions.
But Lisa was in her sweats, so.
Yeah, but...
She couldn't get over there.
Yeah, but she knew from the beginning it was supposed to be 8 o'clock.
And we decided that we weren't going to cover it.
Who's we? You didn't tell me. You texted me in the afternoon and said you would be there. What are you talking about?
That's not what I said.
You
I said
me
was
at 4 o'clock saying, did they move your read to 6 o'clock? And I said, no, where did you get that from?
Because I have been talking to them. No, let me finish.
No,
I have
let
been
me
talking
finish.
to the producer, and they said they were going to try to move it up to accommodate you. And
Lisa,
also,
you live 30 blocks away. What's the big deal? You couldn't cover
we
it?
decided,
I'm not big enough for you?
No, you're not.
Okay, good. Good.
He said to me, well, if I were in the Hamptons, you would have been there.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You rented a car to drive out to the Hamptons to cover
I was
things.
there, and I covered that story on my vacation.
Baloney. Baloney.
Baloney.
You just didn't want to. You were in sweats. You didn't want to come.
We're short-staffed. Have someone else go.
What do you mean short-staffed? What were you doing? What other story were you covering last night then? If you were short-staffed.
Take it up with my news director.
No, what were you covering? You said you were short-staffed, so that means
I said we are short-staffed.
You must have been covering something else then.
Yeah, my job here during the day.
Okay. What about everybody else goes out at night and covers stuff?
Good. They win.
I went and did. I had to be up at 3:15 this morning.
Well, next time have the audition in the Hamptons and I'll go.
Okay, great.
All right, there you go. Yeah. Lisa G having it out with Ronnie. Ronnie upset his audition not covered by the news
That's
department.
what it is. He's upset he's not you.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Are you upset that you're not me?
Wait a minute. You can cover Benji walking down the stairs with a horse head on like a horse.
I didn't cover that.
The news department can cover that.
We covered Benji sabotaging Anthony Weiner's press conference.
Good.
That was a great
great.
news story.
That's good. I'm glad to hear it. Like I said, I'm not big enough for you.
No, you're not.
That's good.
Lisa's so cute.
Yeah, she's so cute.
You're not.
No, she's just lazy. That's the whole deal.
Right.
What if Ronnie dressed as a horse?
What?
What if Ronnie dressed as a horse?
Oh, she would have been there. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
If I was walking on all
Lisa,
fours.
what about that, though? Is Ronnie right in a way that you're lazy because you didn't cover the news?
No.
You just felt he wasn't an important news story?
No, we're short-staffed.
I see.
What is it? I don't get that. What that means? I still don't get it. There's one person missing. That's
Steve.
it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That takes down the whole department.
The whole
That took down the whole news department.
falls to shit now.
Talk to Brad Driver. He'll explain.
I did talk to Brad Driver, and he put his hands up like, I don't know.
Well, why didn't Brad cover it then?
Because he doesn't cover stories.
No.
He's the news director.
I didn't ask Brad. Brad, she was in touch with me in the afternoon.
Right.
And when
she decided she had to pick and choose her stories.
When
she decided you weren't important.
When I said to her...
You got your audio.
Hold on. When I said to you in like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon when you text me, did they move my thing back to 6 o'clock? And I said, no, where did you get that from? You said, oh, that's so unfair because you get up so early in the morning. Which means at that point I said to myself, you didn't want to come out because you got to get up in the morning.
I was trying to get you in there earlier, Ronnie. You wake up so early. Why were they having you audition at 8 o'clock at night?
I wasn't auditioned at 8 o'clock.
Well, that's what they had told me.
I was at it at 7:30.
That's what they had told me up until
I let you know
5:30 in the evening.
Ronnie really wants to be on the news.
I let you know at 20. I let you know at 20 to 7 that we were going in earlier. And
Ronnie, would Lisa?
You live 30 blocks away. You couldn't get there in 15 minutes.
Would Lisa?
No.
Would Lisa have been there
not.
if it was a red carpet event?
Definitely, without a doubt.
I see.
Well, maybe if there's a red carpet premiere.
No,
they
don't have to come at all now. I don't.
You know,
care.
I got to say one thing. Ronnie's the only person around here bitching about not being covered by the news.
I know. I love not being covered.
She made
we like it when they're short-staffed.
No, she made it such a big deal out of texting me in the afternoon about didn't they move it to 6 o'clock and all this nonsense, like it was bothering her because it was so late. It's like when she went out with Wayne Siegel, she had to be home at 7 o'clock.
Well, I guess she'd put in a full day and felt...
She did a 6:15 date with Wayne Siegel, and by 7 o'clock she was home. I mean, what kind of date is that?
Well, maybe she had put in a long day and she was beat.
Everybody puts in long days every once in a while, don't they?
Yep.
Well, Ronnie, she talked to the news director.
That's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
And they made a decision.
That's not what she said to me.
Okay.
That's not what she said last night. She goes, I can't make it. Good luck. What kind of answer is that?
It's the right one.
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe in your mind it is.
What else do you want me to say?
Not in my mind. Go on with your news. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
You know, Ronnie's great because he's his own source. He's calling you and telling you to cover some news about him.
This is where it's going to be.
He's upset because he feels that I went all the way to the Hamptons to cover a party.
Right.
Where I was on vacation.
You were already there.
I was there on vacation. I used my vacation time, and I covered your story. And I hear what he's saying. He's upset.
He's hurt.
Yeah.
He's hurt. He wants to be on the news.
Now I feel really bad.
I mean, quite frankly, you can skip any cover party I'm at and go cover Ronnie. I'm way more interested in that.
Ronnie, are you upset that,
No!
her opinions that you lack
here's
prestige?
The thing.
And that's
Don't tell me you're fucking covering it, and then you call me you call me in the afternoon, and you ask me, did they move it back? Right? Did they move the time back? I said, no, they didn't move the time back. It's still 8 o'clock, but we're still going to get there at 7. They might get us in earlier, okay? That's what I said to her. Then at 20 to 7, I get a text from her saying, not coming, can't make it, good luck. What kind of fucking shit is that? Then don't tell me, don't tell the people from Wheels that you're covering it. Don't tell anybody you're covering it. Don't come.
What I heard from you was that, read between the lines, you're a dedicated soldier in this army. She's not.
That's the way it's always been. It's always been like that.
There is no.
She picks and chooses what she feels like fucking doing. That's okay with me. Right. I don't give a shit.
With you, there is no time.
But don't tell me you're covering it. Right. Don't say you're coming.
Right.
And then at the last minute, back out.
What else, Lisa? Yes.
All right. Scott the engineer blasted by SiriusXM employees for taking too much credit surrounding Lady Gaga's amazing performance here on the show. On Tuesday's wrap-up show, Scott declared he'd split the credit for sound quality about 50-50 between himself and senior manager of broadcast operations, Chris Gibbons. Well, Chris suggests to Howard 100 News that it might be more like of a 90-10 split.
With Scott
No, I can't take that much credit.
Chris doing the 90, huh?
Right.
Plus, Scott took credit on the wrap-up show for, quote, making sure the piano got in, a task which Tim Sabean's new assistant, Sarah, says she was responsible for. Sarah says, quote, it doesn't feel good. I worked really hard to get that piano in. Sarah had a deal.
Gary went to, this is the Lady Gaga thing. Gary went to Scott, and you sent him a note and said, I want you to be responsible for the piano. And according to Gary, Scott then just sent him an email to Jared and said, be responsible for the piano.
Oh, that's how he took care of it.
Yeah, that's what
But then he's taking all the credit.
Then he took all the credit.
Wow.
Because he said on the wrap-up show when his back was against the wall that he was responsible for getting the piano in.
Well, Sarah said she had to deal with movers, the building, the piano company, the insurance company.
Scott, why are you taking credit for that? I'm kind of curious. I mean, this young girl was busy working her ass off on this, and now you're taking credit for it. Let's get to the bottom of this. Did Scott have anything to do with the piano getting in here? Scott, did you have anything to do with the piano getting in here? This all stemmed from the fact that I decided to congratulate Scott on a great job.
Yeah, because it sounded so
Obviously,
good.
I had nothing to do with anything, so I'll just take credit for nothing.
Did you have anything?
I didn't do anything for anybody, okay?
Take it. Well, that's an easy way out.
Well, of course it's an easy way out. Just bust my fucking balls, and that'll be the easy way out.
Did you have anything to do with the piano?
Nothing, obviously.
But you took
credit for it. Of course, I was here the day. I wanted to make sure it got in here. It was set up properly. I was here with the movers when they brought it here. I wanted to make sure that
you were here.
I was here, yeah.
So then why is she saying she did all the work?
Listen, the first week of the 2-week vacation, I was off.
Right.
So I contacted Jared. I said, Jared, can you make sure that you handle it with the piano company that we're all set for delivery?
Right.
Then when I came, I was here the second week, and
So, Lisa, he was here.
Sarah wrote me a note, and she had all the information, and she contacted all the people. I said, great. What time is it coming? I want to make sure it gets in here, it gets set up properly, and we're all set for Monday.
All right, so then you...
Tim is telling me right now, Sarah lined it up, booked it, made it happen.
I didn't say I booked it a minute. I was here to make sure that it got in the studio where it should be, set up properly, and all ready for... Shut up, Jason.
For a whole weekend.
Fucking Jason, come on, really. All right, I didn't do it. I mean, really.
Did you do
guys,
anything
I'm
or
a
not?
sound engineer. I don't do the paperwork.
Right.
I make sure that the piano
So you
was
were
here.
here for the setup of the piano.
That's correct.
Right.
I made sure Chris...
Now, what did Chris do? Because he seems to be saying he did 90%.
He's now saying 90% of the work was done by him.
And the engineering department of Sirius. The piano got here. It was set up, 1 o'clock. So he put the mics in the piano and put the vocal.
So in other words, when I praised you, you deserved the praise.
Oh, of course, I was part of the process.
Right. Okay,
I
good.
wasn't
All right.
just, I didn't
A lot of people thought you were taking the praise.
Wait a minute, Howard.
Yeah.
I was part of the process, Robin.
I just want to ask a question of Howard.
Go ahead.
What needs to be done to make the Lady Gaga performance get on the air? The piano has to be mic'd.
Right.
She has to be mic'd.
Right.
And then
there
what
has to
else?
be a sound mix, which is most important.
Okay. And so who did that?
Well, I was complimenting Scott on it.
Chris did that, but when...
Oh, Chris did that.
He set up... He mic'd the piano.
Yeah.
Chris wasn't here when her sound engineer came in, and he went in and checked everything, and I was at the board making changes to what he was telling me to do. So then when Chris got here, I came in here.
Who should I compliment on the
all of us? I mean, it was a team effort. This show is a team effort. And
so you were in on it?
Of course I was.
There you go. There's your answer.
Okay. I mean, you said thank you the other day. I said thank you because I was part of the team effort.
Thank you.
But you didn't say...
I have in the past said when Howard's complimented me.
Effort.
When Howard's complimented me in the past, I've said, well, I've worked with Chris.
All right, my compliment then stands. Enough of this.
It's not like I didn't do anything.
I'm just checking into it. That's
I didn't do the whole thing. There are some things.
All right, thank you.
When other artists come in, I do the whole thing.
Robin, please.
Did you set up Lady Gaga's microphone?
Did I set it up? Not physically, no. I mean, this wasn't a very complicated...
Look, he didn't set up her microphone.
He didn't mic the piano.
He didn't mic the piano, and he didn't do the mix. But I do compliment you, and that's it. I stand by my compliment. Whatever you did, you didn't fuck it up.
I listened to make sure it sounded good.
You did. Good.
Howard, it's so funny. Tim's been pacing around my office.
Tell Tim to go back in his office.
He goes,
really?
He goes, Scott's the guy.
I do nothing.
Asks if he can help you move, and then stands there and holds the door.
Help?
I mean, really.
No, all right, here we go. All right.
Go ahead, Tim.
Tim, you want to start with me?
No.
I mean, what's the fucking problem?
You handed it off to
I didn't
Jared.
hand anything off.
Lisa booked the whole thing, made everything happen. You're the kind of guy that says, hey, I'll help you move, and then come over to my house and hold the door.
Oh, please.
Yeah,
really?
Gary just used that line.
I mean...
Yep. Go grab the binder.
Yeah.
Right. Top of the countertop.
But Scott supervised a lot of this.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Scott
Tim, just
stood there when
really.
other people did things.
Tim.
Bullshit. That's what I got to say. Bullshit.
Tim.
Her name's Sarah, by the way, not Lisa. I mean,
What did I say, Lisa?
Tim doesn't believe that I do anything around here. So,
Tim,
I don't know what
you made the analogy that he's the type of guy who, you ask him to help you move and he just holds the door.
Right.
So he's a part of the process, as he put it, but not an integral part of the process.
Exactly. He's the doorstop.
Now, you're a guy who oversees and manages. Did Scott oversee and manage anything in this operation?
He handed it off. He didn't manage anything. Didn't take control of anything. He was a speed bump in the process.
I think your comments speak to the fact that there might be some issues with you and Scott.
No, not at all. Not at all. I love Scott, but on this particular issue, he's totally wrong. He didn't do anything. I can attest to that because I was in constant contact with, with Sarah and with my staff, and I know exactly what happened. So there's no way he had anything to do with it.
Do you think it?
If it was a team effort, he was on the bench.
Do you think the fact that Scott wasn't involved is the reason why it was such a successful
Exactly.
mix and segment?
Exactly. He has no idea about the insurance company, has no idea about the moving company, no idea about the building people that we have to deal with. He has no idea about the process in which we have to get it into the building and set up. He has no idea who the contact people were, who we had to contact. He just doesn't understand the process at all, or understood what went into getting that piano up into the studio and getting it set up. So.
And once the actual music started, he had very little to do with the mixing and the setup of the microphone.
Well, Gaga brought her own guy in, and who did the sound, and we have our guy, Chris Gibbons, who did what he needed to do, and so it's all pretty much happened on its own.
I say you did a good job.
If you don't like the way I work, I mean,
I said I did.
Obviously, Tim doesn't believe that I do anything around here.
Well, that's
so.
Tim. I like it.
I don't know where he wants to start. I don't know where he wants to start with me. Really, I don't know
either.
I don't know what his problem is with me.
I am just saying the Lady Gaga stuff.
I had to make sure that everything was correct for Monday morning, and that's what I did. I followed up on everything. I made sure the piano was here. I made sure it sounded good, and that's my job.
Scott.
So I did my job as far as I'm concerned.
Scott.
Everything came off great,
Scott,
okay? So
Scott.
you all busting my balls.
Scott,
I get it. This is what we do around here.
I came by and gave you a sincere compliment.
I know you did.
It's still, if I compliment anyone around here, all hell breaks
This
loose.
all started because you complimented me.
I know. I'm never going to compliment you again.
No, because it's bad.
That's what makes it bad.
Let me just bitch and moan that nobody compliments me, and I'll be happy.
I'm going to say
Isn't
again.
it so much better?
Yes.
Scott, the sound for Lady Gaga.
It was great, and it was a team
Can
effort.
I finish?
Thank you.
The sound for Lady Gaga was terrific. Good job.
Thank you.
It was your best work ever. Here you go. I mean, all I know is when I compliment. See, normally I walk out of here, I don't say anything to anybody.
Right.
And then I get blamed because I don't acknowledge
You never
anyone.
acknowledge anyone.
So for once, I walked by, saw Scott. Hey, Scott, great job today. And that started a whole slew of problems.
Fuse got lit.
That was the worst thing you could have done.
It started problems with other people.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
I just said, job well done.
Most people around here think I don't do anything.
Well, that's their perception.
So because it looks like I don't do anything, but
Well,
actually,
you know what it is? You're so cool, calm, and collected.
I'm multitasking. Nobody knows. I'm working my fantasy baseball, and at the same time, I'm engineering.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you for the compliment. Let me just explain. Certain jobs, certain
No, you
people,
did already. All right, we get it. You're winning. You're winning.
Sometimes I do all of it. Sometimes I do,
Understood.
10% of it. Whatever.
Whatever you did,
We're a
you did
team.
well. Good. The team did well. To all the guys on the team, congratulations. Do me a favor. When you do something, write what you do on your head. That way I'll know how much the percentage of what you did. Make your credit. Like credits, like movie credits, but write them on your head.
Scott, you're being called out. You're probably.
No, that was my audition for Ronnie's show.
Scott, did you really have very little to do with this segment, and you're taking 10%? 10% of the.
I don't know the
100%
percentage.
of
Whatever the
credit?
fucking thing is, the segment went off great, and everybody was happy. Okay, I work with other people around here, and we get the job done. That's it.
A lot of these other people don't seem to think you were the main ingredient.
I'm not a
in this
man.
mix.
I obviously didn't do anything. Okay, I have to follow up. Gary wanted to make sure that the piano got in there and got set up properly, and I did. He passed it on to me, and I contacted people I had to get in touch with to make sure that it was done.
But when they broke down the process, it seemed like you had a very small part, yet you got all the credit from Howard.
I get the credit and I get the blame. So, sometimes you get blamed for something that doesn't go right, and I have the same responsibility. I mean, if it didn't go well, then I would have gotten all the blame. Right, Tim?
You're stirring the pot this morning with your news reports. Really ignited a couple of feuds. First off, with Ronnie, he really took offense to the fact that you were not willing to cover.
Well, a couple of things. We thought the audition was at 8. We're short-staffed. Everyone is working longer days, more stories, and we made a decision at 5:30 that we weren't going to cover it.
Well, you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, I told him that at 6:45 when he texted me.
No, she just didn't want to come there. It was too late for her.
Ronnie's obviously.
Will you please?
Feels hurt. Feels hurt. He's not Howard.
Go there.
Sorry.
He also seems hurt though that he seems to think there's no punch in, punch out here. He didn't accept your short-staffed reasoning, and he thinks you should have been there.
See, he wants to get on camera.
Regardless.
Yes, you do. I see you hovering around like a bee.
I'm supposed to be here. It's my job. At least I'm here.
Right.
At least I do my job.
In retrospect, you wish you had
How
gone.
do you not laugh? That doesn't make you laugh.
I'm always laughing.
I'll do my Flavor Flav. What?
But he seems to think that no matter what, even if you were short-staffed, you should have gone the extra mile and been there. You said you claim that points to the fact that he just wants to be a celebrity around here. He wants to have the Howard type of.
I can see how his ego may be bruised that we weren't there to cover it. We'll cover everything else. Believe me, we're just going through a little transition now, and we'll be there for him. Absolutely. When he wins an Emmy, we'll be there. Yay!
Now with Scott, the engineer.
Yes.
You stirred the pot once again. I mean, this has turned into a major war, and right now there could be sort of controversy between him and Tim Sabean starting to brew.
Yeah, well, with this story, I was just reporting the news. Scott left out an important phrase. When Howard said thank you to Scott, he could have said it wasn't just me, it was Chris and Sarah, and just go down the list. I know I've done that in the past when someone has thanked me. Just recently, Shuli helped me with something, and when Brad, my news director, came in to thank me, I said, well, Shuli also helped me with this as well. So, things happen. Sometimes you forget. So, but it definitely...
Don't throw me under the bus.
I'm not.
Lisa, it's a team effort around
right,
here.
But you...
I didn't take all the credit.
You neglected to say...
He walked by the office. I said, thank you. I'm not going to start with him, this one did that. I don't know who did what. I know that we got the job done. I'm not going to start listing a bunch of people. He knows who works around here. And it's a ridiculous situation. We made sure that segment with Lady Gaga went off perfectly. And that's the most important thing.
I do have to say, I saw Scott... in the studio working with Horace, her engineer, and I saw Scott working with Horace at the mixing board.
Yeah, well, thank you. So, obviously, I did do something. I didn't do it all. And I tried to explain. Sometimes I do it all, sometimes I do some of it, sometimes I do little. Every situation is different.
Are you going to say something to Sarah today?
No. I said what I had to say on camera. Sarah should stay out of it. It had nothing to do with her. It had to do with how it sounded in the studio. Whether the piano guy, that's ridiculous. She shouldn't even say a word about anything. That's her job. Okay? So I don't know what the big deal was. The credit was that Howard was happy the way it sounded. Okay? I'm not a secretary. I'm not responsible for getting pieces and parts delivered. Okay? That's somebody else. I'm responsible for making sure that segment sounded good. And that's what it did. It sounded good. I don't operate on, I'm not a moving van.
I just reported what she said on our news report.
Well, she's wrong. She should just stay out of it.
Well, you need to tell her that. I can't tell her that.
This has to do with the way it sounded, not the way the guys moved the piano in. Okay? Gary wanted me to make sure that everything went all right before he went on vacation. And he put me in charge of that. And I did. I made sure that everything went all right. Okay? They had all the information I wrote Jared an email. I said, do you have all the information? Because Gary didn't give me the information for the Steinway people. He just said, make sure the piano gets here. I said, okay. So I contacted Jared. I said, do you have all the information? Because I was going on vacation. And he said, yes, I'll take care of it. So he passed it on to Sarah. He didn't even take it.
Let me look at Paul McCartney.
There he is.
Look at you.
Hello.
You got a guitar.
To you, a very merry on birthday to Howard.
Whoa,
that's for you, man. That's a gift.
Whoa.
It's a birthday gift. Where am I going?
Get the hell out.
Where am I going to sit?
To the couch.
On the couch?
To Howard, happy birthday, Paul McCartney. Is this one of your basses?
No.
Oh.
What did
it's
you
yours.
Just pick that up?
No, really. Where'd you get this bass?
It's me and the crew here. Concocted. It's for your fourth column.
But what is this bass? Tell me so I understand what I have here. My hands.
It is a Hofner bass, similar to the one that I play.
Right. And I'm gonna cherish that.
I hope so.
I recognize it.
I really have this unbelievable feeling about you. I'm honored you would be here today.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy you're here. I even went home last night, listened to your new record.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I was playing some tracks from it this morning. I think you had a home run with this.
You're
who's this
onto
guy?
something with this music. You should keep with
You
it.
think so?
Stick with it. The guy Youth, right? That's the guy you work with.
Yeah.
And the project is called what? Fire?
Yeah, what we do, it started a long time ago, and we decided to kind of go under a pseudonym, me and him. He's a DJ kind of clubby kind of guy.
Right.
Who wants to do a mix for me. So we decided we'd go in the studio and just have fun.
Right.
And not work.
Right.
So we concocted this idea of the fireman. So we went in, and we kind of made sort of like clubby dinger-dunga music.
Right.
We just made a couple of albums like that.
No vocal tracks.
No vocal tracks.
Right.
But so this time we went in, we said, let's do it again. This time we went in, he started saying to me, well, what about vocal, man?
Right.
I said, I haven't got a song. He says, yeah, well...
But do you sit there and write a lyric?
No, so I just stood up at the mic, and we had the track going, you know, kind of, we got a groove going. And I just stood up at the mic and went, well, yeah, okay, now, ballet, and just started throwing things at it, you know. And then I'd hear a bit of a lyric, or we'd look in a poetry book or something, and we'd see silent lovers, oh yeah, angels smiling. So we just started to concoct it and put it together and paste it.
That's how you do it? You don't sit down and write something down in a book?
No, so that's the fireman. That's the whole thing about the fireman. He can do anything.
I think it's real good stuff.
Thank you.
I like it a lot. I played a couple of tracks this morning for everyone, and I'll play some more. But it's exciting for me to see you making new music and to put your voice down on there. It's good. You're doing a good thing.
Have you ever gotten into a slump with music? Have you ever said, you know, I need to be away from it for a while, or has it always been there for you?
I'm very lucky. That doesn't really happen. You kind of think it will.
Mm-hmm.
Why do so many of the songs deal with the light? In other words, I see references to light shining through. And my theory was, I was being a psychologist, you went through a dark period, shitty marriage, which, by the way, who told you to get the prenup? Do you remember?
Stop it, Howard.
When you were on my show.
Let's not say I told you so.
I'm gonna do a little I told you so. You said to me, I know I'm in love. I said, and you told me a whole story how an owl told you yes, and this is the right move. Do you remember the owl story?
No.
You forgot everything.
I deny everything.
And I said to you, never mind an owl. I want you to get a prenup. And you said, some people believe in love and some people believe in romance. Oh, you don't care about that. No prenup.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, of course you got to do one. Come on.
No, man. Didn't Michael Douglas do one, and then he's kind of cancelled it?
He ripped it up.
But they said that doesn't count.
He's insane.
Yeah, but he's a moron. He's not a Beatle. You know what? He might just be in love.
Yeah. If I was you, I'd find that owl, and I know you're a vegan, but I'd eat that owl. For once, you make an exception and eat the bird.
Oh, man.
But I was worried, you know what, because I said all these references to light.
Yeah.
It says almost you're saying now there's a light shining on me. I'm free.
Yeah.
I feel better.
Well, you know, the
happy.
thing is, when you do a project like The Fireman, because you're not actually sitting down and crafting the song, I think what happens is, psychologically, I think stuff that's just in you comes out, because that's all you've got to pull on. So
Yes.
I think love and light and, you know...
And it's a darker, edgier album than I think you've ever put out. And I think it's because you went through a dark place. And sometimes creatively, that's maybe what you need.
You know, that could be true.
Maybe
I don't
life
know.
was too
I'm not a
perfect.
Maybe
psychologist.
the eventual birth of something good.
Hey, by the way, I feel now that there is almost like a TV show going on in front of our eyes, The Bachelor, starring Paul McCartney. Everyone's trying to date you now.
No, I don't know about that.
Well, hold it a second.
Are you?
Well, Robin is, and I'll get to that in a minute.
He's after me.
Yeah. There's a couple of girls here that actually want to throw themselves at you. But here's the thing. There was a period of time after the divorce, I saw you dating Renee Zellweger, a couple of dates with her, who I think is attractive. I like her. Maybe
Sweet girl.
she's good to me. Mrs. Paul McCartney, Mrs. Renee Zellweger. Well, I like that.
Zellweger McCartney?
I thought Zellweger McCartney might work out. I saw Christy Brinkley when I saw you over the summer.
Yeah.
She was throwing herself at you.
Howard,
How'd
you know what,
how'd
Howard?
you duck that
You
one?
read too many newspapers. This is it. See, I'll tell you, want to know the truth about that?
Yeah.
I was at, they had a series of concerts out in East Hampton.
I was there.
You were there.
I saw you.
And at one of these, my nephew, who I went with, Lee, he just sort of said, "Oh, Chrissy's over there. Do you want to say hi?"
Yes.
So I go, "Yeah, sure." You know, so I've known her over the years, Billy's wife, when she was Billy's wife. So I just went over and said, "Hey, how are you doing, Chrissy?" And I did a mwah, mwah.
And they photographed.
And they photographed it. So then the next thing, you know, Paul makes up to Chrissy. Wow, it's the big new thing. It was all over the English newspapers. And then same thing happened with Renee, really. She was a friend of a friend, and I went to a lunch where she was. And so then, you know...
But hold it. The
But
thing
aren't
with
you
Renee...
trying to meet these people? You go to a
Yeah.
lunch with her?
You're more social than you've ever been now.
I'm a
You're out there.
social,
You
I'm
gotta
a social person, Howard.
No, you have to put yourself out there because you're dating. And you are a man who needs love. This is why I feel
You
very
don't like to
connected
be alone.
you. I feel you're very evolved this way.
Does anyone like to be alone?
No.
I
And
think,
feel
you know, guys like romance.
You
love.
never made
well,
it-
I do, anyway.
You never made out with Renee Zellweger?
I did not. And now, Howard, you're going there again.
Yeah,
I remember last time
Why
I came
wouldn't
on the
you, though?
show.
She's fine.
She's a very nice person.
But not your type.
No, I mean, we
The
sort
date
of-
didn't work out.
It wasn't like that.
But it is like that.
No, it isn't.
The romance.
If you did
Howard,
like her, you would have
I
gone
was
out with
there.
her again.
I was there.
Are
I was
you
the
attracted
guy.
to her? Are you attracted to her?
I think she's a very nice person.
But you would not go out with
I think you're a very nice person.
her? Would you go out with me?
No.
I would.
Was there a thing with Rosanna Arquette?
Yeah. Now, Rosanna Arquette. That was the other one.
There were some ladies during that summer
Right.
that I did date, and
I would love
it
to
was
have
all
sex
very-
with her. Rosanna Arquette.
But
would be
Howard, I
terrific.
think you would love to have sex with anyone. I mean,
Anybody who would.
or am I wrong?
You are right.
I thought so.
So you were into this whole dating scenario that I was following because I'm worried about you. I am. I want you to find love. I want you to be connected to somebody good. I was horribly affected by your divorce. I didn't like what was going on one bit. And I was
I don't
very
know if you
vocal
heard
about it.
us during that time, but
No, I didn't. I was in England. Probably a good thing, was it?
But you know what I respect about you? You took the high road.
You know what, man? I mean, things don't always work out,
You're
and
telling me.
you know that,
Right.
And I like the idea of trying to be kind of reasonably dignified. I don't think it helps to really go mouthing off all the time. And the other thing you got to remember, I got kids, you know.
And you got a daughter with Heather.
I got a little baby, yeah. And so that's very much part of the equation. So in truth, what I'm trying to say to you now is I don't really talk about that.
Good for you.
So should we talk about the fireman?
Are you happy? Yes, I'm going to talk about the photo. Are you happy with this new broad you're with?
no.
Who's that?
The new woman, the rich one. I like her for you. I'll tell you
The
why.
New Yorker.
The New Yorker. I'll tell you
the
why
New
I like her
Yorker.
for you. And I'll get off it. But let me tell you why I like this
Yeah.
broad. I don't know her name, Nancy. I like her
You
because
do know her name.
I had to think about it.
Why do you like her for him?
Because Nancy Chevelle, she got her own
You
money.
don't know her name?
And that's a good thing. Sir Paul's got to be very, very nervous about that.
Everyone knew her
You're a
as
very
Nancy.
wealthy man. Everyone knew her as Nancy.
Yeah,
you know
you
that
already
one.
wrote
I know.
Okay, right.
It's all coming
They
true.
said her name was Miguel, but she called herself Lily. You understand what I'm saying? So my point is, this one, I don't know her from a hole in the wall. What do I know about you and your dating and whether she satisfies you sexually? I don't know. I can only guess.
Yeah.
I mean, who could satisfy you sexually? You're Paul McCartney.
You.
You think I could?
I've got a feeling, Howard, and that's really why I came on this show.
You never made love to a man.
No, I haven't actually, no.
There's a new book out about John that claims
Have you read that book?
Have you read that?
You know, that rumor came out a long time ago, and the thing was, the person that started the rumor, the book that it was in,
right?
He didn't know John.
Right.
And whereas I did. So I said to people, around about that time, I said, look, I was on tour with John. I grew up with John. We slept in the same bed in hotel rooms. We topped and tailed it like kids do, and you're growing up. And I said, and never once did I see any hint of that. Now, we spent drunken nights together.
Right.
I think there would have been a hint. Don't you?
When he was
Here's
out
what
of
the
control.
Somewhere. If he was
Right.
gay, I think there would have just been a hint somewhere. But it was a rumor started years ago
Here's
that I
what-
think it's a nice story if you can make it stick. But I don't think it's true. at
Here's
all.
what the book claimed. Your sexuality was so powerful over him. He was so enamored of you, so attracted to you almost, that you could have your way with him, not sexually.
Did you feel a power
but in
over
business,
him?
that
No.
you had that he was sort of at your mercy because he was so in love with you. That was the theory in the book.
Well, I like that theory.
Yeah, you wish that could have been true.
No, man.
No, not to have sex, but to be able to control him more because it would have been a little bit easier
No,
business-wise.
but Howard, listen, man.
Yeah.
You can make up theories about anything.
Do you
Right.
imagine if you were gone and he was here, they'd be saying he had the power over you?
I think
Thank
that
God
might be
you're
very very true. I mean, we can make up anything. And that is really, particularly with the Beatles, that's what happens. They just take one tiny fragment of evidence and they blow it up into a book. Even,
Yes.
Now, the thing is, let's start right here now. Why is she behind that glass? Because she is
keep her away from you.
Robin
That's
is
right,
so
you'd be in
powerfully attracted to you and the power you have over her.
That's true.
You know what I mean? We
she
can
is
make
in
that
love with
stick.
me. Make it
couldn't we?
stick. She's in love with me. Trust me.
You wish.
Come on.
He's
You
already
wish.
started that rumor.
Do you want 30? While we're talking about love for a second, and
Yes.
before because I want to play some tracks from the record, and I'm gonna be very complimentary because you did a good job here, and when you do a good job, I'll let you know it.
Thank you, Howard.
All right. Now, Robin, do you want to say something to Paul about how you feel about him?
Well, I just
you said
wanted
this
to
morning you would
simply
Go ahead.
I'm throwing my hat into the ring. You need someone to be with, and I'm here for you. And I'm a vegan, so we don't have that issue.
Robin, what is going on? I'm thinking I'm just coming on a radio show, and this
we
is
could be very happy
it's the
together.
dating game.
I was shocked.
think
She
we could
said
be
she
very
wants
happy
you.
together.
Well, I'm very
low
flattered.
maintenance.
Isn't she a
Low
perfect
maintenance.
date for the inauguration?
Take me to the inauguration, Paul, please.
Now Artie wants you too, but I'll let him tell us about that.
He can have his turn later.
In all seriousness, there does seem like there's a sweepstakes out there for you. It's a dating sweepstakes. And listen, and you know what I'm going to tell you? Enjoy yourself a little
Just
bit.
imagine being an eligible bachelor.
Yeah,
it's like
at this time.
that'd be good.
It's like your daughter Stella said. Dad, be a little more selective.
The kids would
Did
like
she say
me,
that?
Paul.
Yes.
The kids would
She-
like me. Kids like me.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yes.
Well, okay then. It's inauguration all the way.
So
Now, you listen, Howard. You are bad. You come on this show. You just make all this up. I love you.
what have
but
I made
you're
up?
bad.
What have I made up? You were dating this girl,
No,
Nancy.
you made that up. Yeah, but I mean, you're
But
throwing Robin at me.
She
I'm
loves you.
throwing me at you.
Show Paul your breasts.
Oh, stop it. I don't think he would like that.
You ever dated a black woman? Ever gone interracial?
Sure he has.
Oh, what do you mean? How do you know?
I
that?
know all about it.
Have you dated black women?
Yes, I have.
You have. When was that period of time?
Back in the day.
Before
It
Linda?
was in the day. It was
Really?
before John fell in love with me. Stop it.
Too much.
Yeah.
All right, listen. We have to get to a lot of stuff. When you come in here,
I
it's
guess
not
I'm
often I
being
get a hold of you.
rejected. Oh.
I think you were just
I'll
rejected.
live, I suppose.
Robin owns 2 homes, by the way, just so you know. What do you think of that?
Honestly.
Right. So
I
now,
made, I was thinking of making my pitch all this time.
you got to answer some Beatle type questions before we get to
That's
that.
okay. I like the
All right,
Beatles.
all right.
Very good band.
Just tell me something about Abbey Road for 1 second. Because we were having a discussion before you came in and everyone was throwing out questions. I had heard that Abbey Road was not supposed to be called Abbey Road. You were going to call it something like Mount Everest or something.
Yeah.
This is true?
That is true, yeah.
What is the story there?
Well, you're making an album, and towards the end of the album, you start thinking, well, we need a title for this. So you're looking around, you're fishing around. And the engineer, Jeff Emmerich, who is our Beatle engineer, who did all the great sounds for us, was smoking cigarettes called Everest. They're like a kind of menthol cigarette at the time. And we kind of looked at that and said, Everest. It's kind of, it's big, it's heroic. That could be good for the album. So that was the working title. But the more we thought of it, we went, no, this is not great. And just one day we were in Abbey Road working, and I just sort of said, well, look, why not Abbey Road? Because if we did that, we could just run outside.
Right.
There's a level crossing, as we call it out there, zebra crossing. And we could just stand there, we could get photographed, come back to work. It'd take 2 seconds.
Right.
I said, and it's not a bad title, Abbey Road. To us, it was kind of just the name of a studio. But I thought if you take it out of context, it kind of sounds like Monastery Lane. Abbey Road.
Isn't it weird how just a simple thought like that becomes a legend? I mean, that's like iconic now, Abbey Road.
Yeah.
And yet it could have been called Everest. And that would have required the Beatles to fly to Mount Everest and do a whole photo shoot. So in a way, it was sort of a lazy approach.
It was a cheap approach.
What do you think of Ringo now coming out with this statement? He will not sign anything. Did you see Peace and Love, Peace and Love?
Yeah. Have you heard that?
I love him.
It's the great.
I think he's cool, man. I mean, you got to love Ringo.
Yeah.
The thing is, the truth is, Ringo was always like that.
Right.
Really?
He was the one, if fans came to his door, he'd just say, piss off.
Right.
And he would not have anything. He said, you know, this is my private life. Out there, I'm a Beatle, that's fine, and I'll do things, you know, when we go to shows, but I'm at home with babies and a wife. I don't want that.
But it's a big statement to come out with.
Yeah, I know it is,
all of a sudden, I will not sign anything. I said on the air, I said, listen, Ringo's not that busy. I mean, Paul McCartney.
He was too busy. He said he was too busy.
I mean, he's too busy. What is he busy with? That he's so busy.
Now he's signing mine now.
Right. I mean,
I've
you will
sent him
sign
mine.
things. You sign things from time to time.
I just signed outside the studio here,
absolutely. It's not a big deal.
No, but the thing is, listen, he has the right to do whatever he wants to do in life.
You know who?
And he doesn't want to do that. And I think it's very brave of Ringo. I like that about Ringo. He'd just go, you know, peace and love, I'm not going to sign. And everyone go, what? I mean, you know what happened to him? He went up to Liverpool. Liverpool was just declared the capital of culture in Europe.
Right.
And so it was a big year for our hometown, Liverpool. So Ringo goes up there, and he opens the ceremony, he plays. The whole city loves him. He's the favourite son. And he comes back down to London. He goes on a talk show, and the guy sort of says, well, you know, you must love Liverpool and miss it. He goes, no, really. And so all the people in Liverpool going, ooh. And there was some, you know, the topiary stuff where they make statues out of hedges.
Yes.
Well, there was one with the Beatles, you know, up in Liverpool, and his head got cut off shortly after.
They were mad at him.
They were mad at him.
So
I mean, you know, you've got to love him. I love him.
I play that statement almost every day on the air. But you know how you get him in line?
Well, they're now saying that he's refraining from making any new messages because he got so much flack from that.
You know who's sitting and waiting to sign things? Pete Best. He'll sign anything.
We've had him on here, you know.
When you release these early Beatles anthology things, you know, like Yoko gives you permission whenever you have to go through all that mess.
How you two doing?
How you and Yoko
Fine.
doing? Yeah?
Yeah.
Wasn't there a 13-minute track you wanted to release that the Beatles had done, and then and Yoko said no?
It wasn't Yoko, actually. No, I think George didn't like it at the time.
Right.
The thing is, I was asked to do something in the 60s, and I was kind of grooving around London, and the other guys were kind of living out a little bit in the suburbs.
Right.
They'd all got married, so I was just kind of grooving around, and I got asked to do a piece of music for a thing called the Carnival of Light, which is a real sort of hippie thing, man.
Right.
And it was great, you know, and the guy said, you can do anything. So I just went into the studio before a Beatles session, and when the guys came in, I said, look, can we just have 15 minutes where I'll just organise a little bit of craziness? Is everyone up for it? The guy said, yeah, sure, you know. So I said, okay, well, just wander around and just hit anything you want, just say anything you want, just play a ding on the piano,
right,
or go on the drums. And say,
avant-garde music. Yes.
Avant-garde.
Yes.
As George used to call it, avant-garde a clue.
Yeah.
So I said, well, we'll just do this for 15 minutes, and then that's me covered. I'll give it to the guy. We'll put a lot of echo on it.
Right.
So we did that, and it is 15 minutes of avant-garde Beatle music. Now, because the Beatles was such a big thing, it now is of interest.
Right.
But, you know, I meet people at, like, my kid's school. There's, like, a nice dinner lady there who I chat to. She said, ooh, new Beatles music, 15 minutes. Ooh. I said, I don't think you'd like it.
Right. Nobody might.
It's not what you're thinking it is.
Right.
It's kind of, hey, about you. Whoop, 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 whoop.
But you were willing to let it out there, but cool. George was against it.
You know, and I thought it might be good on the anthology.
Right.
Where we were putting everything out. It was like every old bootleg we'd ever done. And I thought that might be an interesting part of the kind of 60s story. I thought that was the perfect place
Is that good for Pete Best financially? Because some of that stuff did include him. Does he get a cut of some of the dough? So that's nice. Do you ever write him a check? Do you ever say, you know, I feel so bad for this son of a bitch when we threw him out of the band?
No,
Don't feel anything.
No. I feel it. You know, I know his
pain.
I know his brother. I know the family and stuff, and we chat and stuff.
He hasn't written you letters from time to time. Said, "Listen, come on, help me out. It's killing me. You
How
guys."
about a reunion?
He's got his pride, Howard.
He does. Was he thrown out of the band because he was so good looking?
No,
it was his drum.
You know what? The truth was. We just kind of fell in love with Ringo's drumming.
Right.
Ringo was in another band, and we had Pete, and we were working, and we used to go see this other band. We said, God, that drummer's good.
Right.
And one night, Pete couldn't do it, and Ringo sat in for him, and we all just went, It was like, oh my God, what is happening? There was something funny going on.
Yeah.
Behind us was this powerhouse and this person who was like taking care of the job, and we went, oh dear.
Is the lesson learned from that never
miss work?
Never miss work. Just show up and don't give anyone that opportunity. That's probably
even if you're very ill.
Right.
Show up.
No,
don't let Ringo sit in for you.
I haven't spoken to you since George Harrison died. I mean, how you doing with that? That's got to be major.
Well, you know, how are you doing with everyone dying? You know, like your mum and dad. I mean, you know, I've lost both my parents. I lost John, lost George, lost Linda. It's very tough. You want them back.
Right.
You want them back all the time, you know. But I think in the end you do what I do, I think most people do, which is just remember the great stuff.
Right.
You know you can't get them back.
Are you sad every day? Do you wake up feeling like there's an empty hole in your heart? Especially with Linda gone.
Not every day, but, you know, through my life now, you know, if there's ever a reference or if ever I think of a story, including George,
right.
Obviously there's a sadness to it now that wasn't there before.
Is his son in touch with you at all? His son looks eerily like him. I mean,
yeah,
it's just like the
he's
same.
Great. Danny's a lovely boy, yeah.
What is he? He's a musician.
He's a musician, yeah.
He's trying.
He is, yeah. He's really good.
Big
he
mistake, though, for any kid of a Beatle to go into music, right?
Well, you know, but again, what are you going to do? It's like children of famous actors, children of famous anything. They're born with the gene.
Yeah.
So you either just go, no, well, I can't top that, or you move into another field, or you just have to go with it, you know. And so you've had Julian.
Right.
He's got John's genes, you know. You've got Sean,
right,
and Danny. My son James is a great musician. He plays, doing an album with him.
So
and Ringo's kids, you know, are all great drummers.
What's your philosophy with kids? Does James have to go out and make a living, or do you say to him, "Look, I'm a wealthy man. I'm going to set you up. I'm going to give you a couple $1 million. You got a trust fund. Go ahead, live your life. Go be a musician. And if you never get a job,
you know, I think what you end up doing is kind of something in the middle, because I want anyone these days, particularly my kids, obviously, or the other kids we're talking about, to have a hunger that we had.
How do they have that?
And how do you get it? Well, that's what I mean. So I think you can't get it, is the answer. So you have to come in somewhere in the middle.
So if your son says to you, I want to be a musician, you support that?
Yeah.
And you don't say to him, hey, go get a regular job at a florist and, you know, make a job.
Or if he wanted studio to get, you know, studio time and that kind of thing.
You know, if he wanted to go and, you know, be a florist, he would have done that. Right. But it's in his genes. Since he's 9, he's been playing guitar.
Are you depressed by the world situation right now?
Yeah, I'm not exactly happy about it, but I'm an optimist, you know. I think when you've been around. Yeah, I think when you've been around a little while, you've seen stuff. You've seen Vietnam, you've seen Nixon, you've seen 9/11, you've seen all this stuff, and so, I mean, we're at a not very good place at the moment, especially with the economy.
Right.
But I am an optimist. You know, I sort of think it comes around.
You excited about the new president?
I sure am.
Where are you?
Really am. I'm reading his book.
Where are you living right now? Like, are you
England?
England.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Yeah. Oh, well, totally.
You don't go out to the Hamptons anymore.
I do. In the summer, I go out there to be photographed by the paparazzi.
Right.
And to have my privacy intruded on.
Absolutely. We'd love to see you date. It's fun. I like it. I heard Christy Brinkley, by the way, just to finish that story, was very into you and was really on the hunt for you that night. That's what I heard from my friend.
Well, look,
yes, and she even got dialed up and was looking for him in a lot of different places. That's what I heard.
She was stalking?
Yeah, not stalking, but very interested.
Well, you know,
who
can blame her?
You should do it. Give it to her one time.
Howard, you are just so bad.
Honestly. And how do you like being a father now with a young kid?
I love it.
You love it?
I really
Are you
love
hands-on?
Yeah, man.
What do you mean?
I mean,
okay,
here you go. Let's see, a typical morning, which will be Monday morning, this Monday.
Go ahead.
I get up at 6:30. I make breakfast. I get her up. I get her dressed, and we watch a TV.
There's no nanny?
No nanny.
What?
I take her. I drive her. We go to school. I talk to the moms, talk to the teacher, drop her off at school, pick her up after school. I love it.
You're not too exhausted?
No.
At this point in your life, you've done it all.
No, I know what you mean. You know, certainly getting up at 6:30, you go, what am I on? But I love it. I do. I
But you
love
have to
her.
share. But you have
know?
to share custody. Isn't it hard to let go of her and send her off with her mom?
No, you know what, Howard? In truth, I don't really want to talk about that because that's
Right.
very private.
Very private. But you
the
should talk
truth
about
is,
it with me. Go ahead.
I can tell you
Yeah.
because there's nobody listening.
No one is
right?
today.
But to all the people who might be listening in their cars, I want to send big kisses and hugs. Okay?
That's right.
But we're just saying, you hate to, miss the days with her when she's not with you.
You know, she's like I say. Let's assume like I'm trying not to talk about her.
Go ahead.
But she is edible.
Right.
She's 5 years old and she's a beautiful, beautiful girl. So I want her to have her privacy.
Right.
But in answer to your question, yeah, I'm very hands-on and I really love it. It's a thrill. There's such an education.
Do you think you're a different dad?
Yeah, I'm different now, yeah.
You're better.
Well,
the other
yeah.
kids are jealous or resentful of your young child.
No, they've got all their own kids to deal with.
They've come to peace with it. They don't feel like
I don't
this
think
kid's
they-
going to get more of the loot, the McCartney fortune.
No,
All right.
They're not worried about that.
What is it, Gary? How dare you interrupt my interview?
Mr. McCartney has to go very
All
soon,
right. All
sooner
right, so
than
let
we
me get to
thought.
the,
So
let
we're
me
going to talk
talk
about the new
about the
record.
album. Now, I took the album home last night.
Yeah.
And I listened to this because I said, is this going to be good? And
Yeah.
it is good. And I'll tell you my two favorite tracks.
Okay.
Because I played them already, but I'll play them again. Now, I don't know if do you put out a single with a record like this?
You kind of put out like a radio play single kind of thing. Yeah, but it's not
What's
like...
the single?
Sing the Changes.
That's number 3, I think.
Yeah.
Let me play a little of this. But I feel the tracks that you should go with,
Yeah.
the singles. And what do I know? You know what
Well,
I'm
you
saying?
might know something.
As you know, my favorite McCartney song is Blackbird of all time. You understand that?
Oh, thank you.
Well, of course. Everybody should have that as their favorite song.
No, they shouldn't. They should
What is
have
your-
Maybe I'm Amazed.
That is from Wings.
On the cusp.
On the cusp of the
Yeah, okay,
Wings
all
and
right. I like the two tracks,
Or Hey
Highway
Jude. There's
and
Hey Jude,
Light
too.
from Your Lighthouse. I feel you really hit the nail on the head with these tracks.
Oh,
Well,
cool.
let me hear,
Let's play
hear
them.
what's the
All right.
single.
All right, here's the single first because I didn't play this
Yeah.
morning. Not saying this is a bad track. I like it.
Yeah. I'm into it already. Listen
wanna
to that
dance.
guitar. I love this. Now, how could they just make this up in a day?
Now, by the way, that's pretty impressive.
Made up in a day.
You're saying there's 13 tracks on the record and you did each one in a day?
Yeah. And I want to hear one of them now.
Oh, okay. Voice sounds good. Good cue. You're excited about a new record.
Why not?
Look at you.
You want to go out and perform
It's like you're
this?
20 years old. Why don't you go out and perform some
Yeah,
of
you
these
want to go out and
songs?
perform this? You
What
want to
are
be
you doing?
back on
Well,
stage?
I am performing it now on your show. Go.
I didn't know you danced. You sound good.
It's to heaven. Oh, yeah.
You're saying you made up the words as you went along.
Yeah. Yeah, it was...
Don't you have, doesn't that lead to regrets, though? I mean, don't you go, maybe I should have put more thought
You
into
know
it.
what it's like? Improvisational theatre, improv, that I've heard about for years. You hear actors talking about it. And I always thought, I wonder what that'd be like, just making it up as you go along. And this is that.
Yeah, you don't want to tinker with it at all while you're listening.
Well, no, because once you do it, I mean, that's it. The whole idea is that you're kind of dredging up something from your subconscious. And so then you're just going, okay, now what is this? And actually, a journalist the other day from Rolling Stone was, he read me back the lyrics to this one.
Yeah.
And it sounded like a poem. I'm going, wow, because I've never heard them. I just made it up. We cut it and pasted it. The producer did, and I just go, yeah, that sounds nice. It's a good record. But
Here
the
to
lyrics
me,
are actually not bad.
Here to me is your best track on here. I mean, it was based on one album. Listen, this is good. Very good riff here. I like this, and I like your voice on this.
Highway.
Yes.
All right.
Very good.
Got too many highlights and a bite on the neck. Looking for some come around. What's that sound?
She had sex with Renee Zellweger today. So
Looks like he was doing it right here.
Give it to her hard, right there. Wow.
That's good.
Howard, honestly.
Let me that's good. And the other one I really like is, and I'll play these all the way through later, but because I got limited time with you. Here's this is another one.
By the way, if my children are listening to this, don't listen to Howard.
Ever?
He can sometimes be a little vulgar. Don't grow up like this, children.
Oh, come on.
He's nice. He's lovable. But
you love him.
I do love him.
Let me ask you a question.
But not in
Personal
that way.
Did you have to go to your daughter Stella? She was very vocal against you getting married to your previous wife. Did you have to go to her and say, honey, you were right?
No, we don't talk about stuff like that.
You don't with the kids?
You just get on with it. It's okay.
You got a better attitude than I do. Do you play Guitar Hero? Do you play any of these video games?
No.
You've seen any of these new movies?
I've seen them. Yeah, they're doing a Beatles one.
They are.
Yeah.
You're okay with that?
Can be quite cool. Yeah.
Yoko said okay. We'll do one of these. I would love to be
We
at these
all
meetings.
said okay. Yeah. No, it's going to be pretty cool actually. I might learn to be a Beatle.
In the office, we were talking about how, can you believe that they're still playing Beatles songs and young people are turned on to Beatles music?
Oh, my kids love it.
Did you ever dream in your,
No, we didn't think we'd go beyond a couple of years. That was the truth, because nobody did in those days. So we just suddenly, after a couple of years, we were like, oh, we're just starting.
How about my daughter just finished, she just graduated college. She just finished a college class in the Beatles.
Yeah.
And loved it, like her favorite thing. Wow. Like a college class.
I know. It's
That's
amazing.
insane.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Paul, you should let your kids grow up listening to Howard. I grew up listening to him, and look what happens.
Yeah, well, see? Children, take a look at this guy.
Paul, let me ask you
He's
something.
lovable.
Artie, this is Artie, Paul. Artie's struggling with drugs. You struggled with cocaine for a good year, right? True? When you were with the Beatles.
I didn't struggle.
I never heard that.
Yes,
Never heard drugs
yes.
with him.
Paul
struggled.
Never heard drugs with him. He got arrested.
I was a young man, and that was part of the picture at that time. But I would advocate young people not to do it.
I know that.
It's no good, man.
Yeah, but how did you get off cocaine? You were addicted.
Were you?
I was not addicted. No,
you were addicted. You were on it for a year.
Honestly.
Everyone knows you were addicted. And why are you lying?
You didn't know you were addicted, but
you know what? I was actually very lucky because all this stuff, as you know, and everyone knows in the world, the kids know particularly, it's a peer group thing.
Yes.
Suddenly it appears and somebody's doing it, and then you go, oh, and you don't have the wisdom to sort of say, no, I can stand back from this.
But you tried heroin, too.
No, not really.
Yes.
No,
What do you mean, not really?
No, I didn't. Well, what happened was the same person I knew who had introduced me to coke. He did heroin, and he once sort of said to me, "Do you want to try it?"
Right.
And just the fear, I just said no.
Like snorting it, right? Or not?
Yeah,
no needles.
Yeah,
but John and Yoko got into it. Were you?
I understand they did, but that was not when I was with them, so I don't want to kind of say anything. That's I don't know.
Right.
No, but the good thing was that I kind of got really fed up of it. Because you can get easily fed up of it.
Yes.
Because it's a kind of.
Oh, really? Because I wasn't making a joke. I had read that for a year you did cocaine and you felt that you were addicted to it.
No, I wasn't addicted to it. No, I sort of did it because it was like the thing everyone did, at that time. But I was very lucky because it was actually just before it broke mainstream. So for that year, I just sort of did it and then went, oh, you know what, this is a mugs game. And I stopped it. And then just about everyone I knew in the world, including lawyers, bankers, businessmen, everybody, the straight people, suddenly started being really heavy into it. So I was very lucky. I actually got out.
Good.
Right there and then. And I said to kids, because a lot of people knowing, the good thing about this is you can advise kids. What I used to say to kids, I say, look, I know it's a peer pressure thing. So what I would advise you to do is you can't kind of say, oh, no, I've never tried it. Because then, oh, you've never tried it, sucker. So I said to them, no, what you do is you say, oh, no, I've been through that. I gave it up. And they go, wow, cool.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Just bullshit them.
But do you still smoke pot? Do you still smoke pot?
No.
You don't smoke weed?
I don't do
still
nothing
vegan?
like that.
You're still veganing up?
I'm vegetarian, not vegan.
Oh, why?
Why?
Yeah, why not vegan? You'll eat eggs?
He likes
I like
cheese and
cheese
eggs.
My thing about it all is kind of cruelty to animals. That was the original thing.
Right.
So you don't have to kill a chicken to have an egg.
Why did you?
In fact, if you leave a chicken's egg, if the cockerel hasn't got there, she will leave it too. So that's kind of doesn't hurt anyone.
A chicken really is an egg is a chicken abortion in a sense. True?
Not really.
It's not how we like to think of scrambled eggs. But anyway, Howard, listen, I'm really glad you like the record Fireman.
Let me ask you a question about Fireman.
I'm pulling it back to the
Why
original.
didn't you call the record McCartney record? Why Fireman?
Because I felt like I kind of would have betrayed this whole idea of the Fireman.
Right.
If you think about it, when we made Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band,
right,
that's the Beatles hiding behind that. That was the original idea.
Right.
Was that we had a song, we said, let's pretend we're not the Beatles. Because we were getting a bit fed up of walking up to a mic, oh, this is a John Lennon vocal. I've got to sound like him. I've got to be like... I said, well, look, let's not do that. Let's just pretend we're in another band. You are Dirk. You are Barry. You can go up to the mic and free yourself of all of that sort of baggage.
But why Fireman?
You can just do that.
Why the name Fireman?
Fireman, I like... I work in the woods sometimes. It's a little hobby of mine. I make trails.
Walk in the woods?
I make trails in the woods with my chainsaw.
That's what you're busy with?
It's a balancing thing. So consequently, you make fires out in the woods. So I like that. My dad was also a fireman.
So you are you identify with fireman. That's that image. All right, listen.
And plus, putting on the concert for 9/11, you know, with the fireman.
Next time, if you ever come here again, I want to talk to you about coffee enemas, which Robin receives. I want to know if you're into that at all. That's right. Robin is into that. But
I may never be back, Howard.
You'll come back. I'll see you again.
You don't want to ever have
Paul,
that
I'm getting the high sign,
conversation.
but I'm going to leave everyone with a song that I think is one of the best tracks on the Fireman
Let's
record.
do it.
I'm going to play it right now.
Howard, thank you for having me.
Thank
Robin,
you.
thank you
It's
for
been a
proposing
pleasure.
to me.
Do me a favor.
I love you.
I never have
I'll
enough
do it
time with you.
again.
I would like
You
to.
guys.
You see this movie, Frost Nixon? I need you to give me 18 hours.
Yeah, okay.
We'll sit down, we'll videotape.
Yeah.
And it'll be your complete life. I will go through everything.
It would be great.
I want. Robin suggested I do this after she
This is my
has sex
next
with
proposal.
you.
I'm David Tell, and I'm here to pour myself out, get the message out about the new Gong Show on Comedy Central, and of course to reminisce about our Afghanistan USO tour. So,
Now, how did the tour go for you?
I think we'll all agree that like the tour is great. It's the getting there that sucks. The flying, taking like 5 planes to get there, spending 20 hours, you know. And very unsmokable airports, which was a shock to me. Turkey, you can't smoke in the airport. Can you believe it? Yeah, you can bang a boy in the. No, I'm kidding. No. But yeah, that was the hard part, and the heat of the whatever that was, desert areas was very, very crazy. But the guys did a great job, and the troops were very into it. So.
I think David Tell's got some real pressure on him. He's got to go out and promote the Gong Show. They're starting it on Comedy Central. He's the host.
He's the host. Yeah.
Yeah, it's his show, so he's got to get out there.
You think there's real pressure? It's Comedy Central.
Yeah, well, no, there's pressure.
They're banking on this.
They're banking on him.
All right.
He's their one hope.
Now that they lost Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
What's up?
Is there pressure on you to promote the Gong Show? In other words, you want this to be... But, I mean, you can laugh all you want, but this is a big deal to you.
It really is.
You need this to be successful.
This is my last chance.
Is this
Show
it?
is this?
I mean, you've done a lot of work for Comedy Central. You've had HBO specials. You're a successful comedian.
You had your own show.
I did, yeah.
That didn't work out.
It didn't. What?
Well, I mean, it ended.
Well, I ended it, though.
Right. Oh,
yeah,
you
it was
did?
going to kill him, that show.
Why did you end your own David Tell show?
Because I only have one liver, and it got harder to do as it was called the Insomniac Show, not the David Tell Show.
All right, but it should have been called. Everyone called it the David Tell. The whole industry called it.
They called the whole industry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone in the industry called it the David
exactly.
Tell Show.
The variety, of course. Yeah. No, they called it. Why I ended because it was getting harder to do, but I wanted to keep doing hour specials, and they wanted the half hours, and I guess in hindsight I should have kept doing it. But look at me now, I'm like an old, drunk guy. I mean, it just seems like.
Are you really a drunk?
Yeah, and that's why the Gong Show is like a perfect rehab of.
Do you have a drinking problem?
Yeah. Well, what is this? The first time on the air?
No. What I'm saying, I'm wondering
I haven't had a drink in like 6 months. So, and the guys will back me up on the tour there. So.
How much is this a shtick? This addict kind of person?
I don't speak early Jewish vaudeville terms.
Right.
How much of my shticklach?
Yeah. How much? No, I mean, how much of this is your persona? Like Dean Martin. Everyone thought he was a raging alcoholic, and maybe he wasn't. But some people have suggested it was an act. Is this an act with you, or are you really having a problem? Do you need to go to rehab?
No, I think that what happened is just I got, I just stopped because, it was, I just was sick of, just doing nothing. And, the drinking was boring after a while and shameful.
Was there cocaine involved?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
But that was years ago.
Right.
No,
because Sarah Silverman said when she went out with you, when she was your girlfriend,
right,
she saw no evidence of drinking or any of this behavior. It came after her, she said.
I thought he was always depressed, though.
Well, I didn't have any money then.
You didn't have money to buy alcohol.
Exactly. I didn't have any of that kind of remote control money, as we used to call it back in the 80s.
So they called you and said, we're starting the Gong Show again.
Wait, jump around? Okay, and what else happened?
Wait, hold it.
Go ahead.
Don't worry, I'll get back to
This is how
everything.
you break a guy down. You don't stay on the same topic.
I thought we were on the same team a minute ago.
By the time I'm done, you'll see.
Watch out for a curveball coming.
I think I just got it.
No, it was Sarah Silverman.
Right.
I'll go back to that if you want.
No, that's okay. What are you going to do with the wedding? That's what I really want to know. Can I say?
Go ahead. Give me your suggestion.
2 weddings. It seems to work in every Ashton Kutcher movie. Why wouldn't it work for you?
You're making a good point.
You run from the guest house to the front of the house and the back of the and the mate's like, "What's going on, Mr. Howard?"
That is genius because there's so many people who split up. You could have the other partner there. That's a very, very
boring. All right. So what happened with the Gong Show?
Yeah, Dave.
Now let me. Can I say one thing? Tip of the hat.
Did you? Oh, thank you.
Tip of the hat to you. Howard takes it to the level that we can never get it to with these acts. Because you've brought on all these amazingly freakish people, cool people, brought out. They're fun, and I'm like, how do we do that? I don't think we got to that level, but you were the inspiration.
Thank you.
There you go. So, and that's not just sucking up. That's actually true.
No,
so.
It's nice to hear someone say that.
So,
but the Gong Show. Were you a fan of the Gong Show?
Yeah, I think the Gong Show was like the first time you actually saw freaks.
I was
doing
a fan of
great things,
yeah.
and like ukulele acts and guys in a bathtub and Gene, the dancing machine, all that stuff. And that was before YouTube, so that was like really the only outlet.
Right.
We take it down and dirty, more the road of hilarious than that. We've got something going that they don't have going for them, which is great judges, and the judges from Andy Dick to Triumph the Insult Comic Dog, Adam Carolla, all these different people came on, and they had a ball with it. They just they get involved in some of the acts. They lay it down. It's not like Sharon Osbourne giving this critique or some English dandy giving some kind of you'll never make it, mate.
Oh, blah, so blah, blah. It's a direct ripoff of Howard Show.
Exactly.
Thank you.
We have everybody from unicyclers to queefers, and and in between. Yeah, that's your that's your bread and butter.
You do have a queefer.
Yes.
Oh, can a queefer win?
I wanted. See, that's the thing. The whole thing that really got me was that, America's Got Talent. It's always like the juggler and the guy on the unicycle with the bag, and we had those people on, but I wanted the
hardcore.
Yeah, the vaudeville, uncabaret people, like the girl shooting a dart with her vagina at her husband with balloons. I mean, I was like, I love this stuff.
But it's only so far you can go. It's still cable television.
No, they show it. Comedy Central's very cool about it. I give them a real
dart out of her vagina.
Yeah, well, you don't see the actual,
vagina.
The thing, but you see, it coming out. And
I see. So if this
it is a kids program. The Gong Show, I remember, was on in the afternoon.
Now, are you able to negotiate with Comedy Central a decent salary? I mean, they're pretty tight with the dollar, are they not?
I'm betting that Dave got $20,000 an episode.
Wow, I say that's high.
It could be. It could be between 20 to 50, but it could be 30. I'll say around closer to 20 than 50.
Well, the funny thing is, Artie, you also are a sitcom actor, so if I was going to use my old quote from my part on Wings, from when I was on Just Shoot Me. No, No, but that's part of it too. But Comedy Central, money wise, they bring the money if you bring the ratings. And the good and the bad of Comedy Central is that you can take it to the next level. Like the Gong Show would not work, and they've tried it a million different times.
Yes.
A lot of guys have tried it.
Yes.
And it is kind of like the Titanic of going down with the ship. And I could ramble off many hosts who've tried to do it. And we immediately went in and said, we're not going to try and do what Chuck Barris did. Okay, right. I'm not wearing a suit. I'm not wearing an Indian war bonnet with a kilt.
But Chuck Barris had fun with it.
Yeah, he was great.
He was almost looked drunk.
Yeah, I always thought he was high.
How long did you date Sarah Silverman?
I don't know. Are you asking me to go to the wedding?
Yes. How long did
could
you
I go?
date? What, to my wedding?
Yeah. Not with that face. To my wedding?
Do you want to go to my wedding?
Oh, I guess my Gong Show money. I can't afford.
We're not
a Dell figurine. What if I bring a beautiful Kyrgyzstanian girl that I met in Kyrgyzstan?
I love you, and I think you're great, and I'd like to become friendly with you.
But you're not coming to the wedding.
But we never hang out together. I mean, would you really want to be there?
3 words: bong hits and Scrabble. Let's make it happen.
Let me put it to you this way, Dave. What kind of gift could you afford at Crate and Barrel?
Look, talk to me about Sarah Silverman and Jimmy Kimmel announced they have broken up.
Right.
And that's why I bring this up.
Do you think it's because of the Gong Show?
No.
Is that like a thing in their relationship? If the Gong Show ever comes back.
I want to ask you something.
Go ahead.
Why did you and Sarah break up? And maybe that'll give me insight into why Jimmy and Sarah broke up.
I don't, why?
Yeah, did she break up with you? Or
of course.
She did?
Yes.
You were in love with her?
Absolutely.
Seriously?
Well, what do you want me to say?
No,
yeah,
no, I don't know if you're being sarcastic.
But it was puppy love, you know what I'm saying?
All right, it was
not
a long
like
time
the adult
ago.
love that you power couples share, you know?
Right.
The love of a jet getaway weekend to where do you guys go again?
But isn't all love puppified in a sense?
Where do you guys head off to, whether it's the Hamptons or Darfur to just help out?
Hold it.
To hold an AIDS baby.
Try to be serious with me about this.
He can't do it.
I'm trying to get insight.
His defense mechanism is up, Dave. Come on.
How long did you date Sarah Silverman? How many months, years? I don't know.
Well, I would like to think it was a couple of years.
A couple of years.
Yeah.
And what would she say?
I don't know. She brings it.
Okay, I'm just asking. I'm trying to get insight because I like Jimmy and Sarah very much.
I think they're going to get back together.
You do?
Yes.
Why?
Well, sweeps weeks are coming up, and October's rolling around, and nothing gets.
You think it'll be a big deal if they get back together?
You think this is a publicity stunt?
Yes, he does. No,
I really do.
No, but in all seriousness, you were going out with her. You loved her.
Right.
Was the sex great? I keep thinking that Jimmy and Sarah maybe didn't have great sex. That Jimmy maybe got bored or something.
Really?
I don't know. I'm trying to put this together.
You don't think Sarah got bored with
She could have. I'm asking from a man's point of view who slept with Sarah.
So Jimmy was the great lover?
Was Sarah a great lover?
She was a great. I would say she's like 3 lovers in one.
No, is she a great lover?
Isn't that a term that you really only use for like an older man?
Come on, stop.
She's a great lover.
Is she a great lover?
Yeah, she is.
She is.
A very, I'll tell you one thing, and this is all in truth. She's a very alive person. She's very in the moment and all that kind of stuff. And me, a brooding, balding old guy. That's the kind of stuff that you're attracted to.
Right.
She's like a live person, and she's good at sports. And I could give a shit about sports, but know.
But the sex was frequent. In other words, it wasn't being withheld. It was a good.
Is that what you think
life.
would happen with them?
I don't know. I'm trying to piece this together. It's shocking to me. I'm actually upset about it.
Are you really?
Yeah, because I enjoy hanging out with them as a couple.
Well, why can't you still do that?
As a couple?
I can't. They won't get together as a couple.
As a T-Mobile cell phone, can't you? You know what? I'll tell you
what is
this.
your theory on this? What do you think happened?
I really just heard about it the other day because we got a little saying in Afghanistan.
Right.
If you love it, no. I really don't know, but I'd say that both of them are, I don't know Jimmy that well, but I know her pretty well, or I did, and I think that they're probably working a lot. He has his show,
right,
and she has her show, and that's a lot of work. And then I think it's like adult stuff. It's not like when you're just out of college, kind of hanging around things. So it's more of an adult scene that I probably wouldn't know about. But that's probably, I'd say, the problem.
Last time I saw her, she said, "I love him. I'm going to be with him the rest of my life." Blah 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 blah.
And what happened?
Well, this was the rest
up.
of her life. You just didn't know. It didn't mean she was going to be dead.
Right. I don't know. I don't understand it, to tell you the truth. I really
don't get it either. And you know,
Have you ever done Jim's show or Jimmy's show?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
When my during the Insomniac thing, I came out and did
you discuss having sex with her?
His girl.
No, I didn't.
You didn't. Why not? Wouldn't that be great television to say, "Hey, I banged her, you banged her. Let's compare
That's
notes."
pretty rock and roll. It's not so much comedy.
It's not-
that's like
that's
what
not
rock
funny?
guys do. Like Eric Clapton could do that or somebody. Like
I don't know. I mean,
I would have tuned in.
I would listen to you guys comparing notes and saying, she didn't do this, but then Jimmy would go, "Oh no, she did that
Don't
with
you
me.
love it when and he goes,
She never licked
oh
my
God,
balls,
she
and that
never did
upset
that to
me." And
no, Dave wants to do jokes about shampoo and a sock.
You know, every time I come in here, you always bring up Sarah and all that stuff. What do I have to do that? Like, if I found Bin Laden on that trip, and I also opened Iron Man, would that?
No, I only brought it up because of the news that they were.
I know,
I
it's
thought
shocking.
you could offer insight. I did.
Do you think it has something to do with the gas prices? Now,
I don't
this
know.
leads into neutral territory.
Do you have sex videos of her with you?
No,
you never took her.
Before that, no, never.
Wow. Well, all right. I will drop it then.
Like, I mean, honestly, Howard, would you? Don't you feel like that's like you got to be really on your game to do that kind of stuff? Like
sex video?
Yeah.
I've tried it and it never works out well. I've done it a couple of times in my life.
Now, a man in your position, why would you even put yourself in that? Position?
I look so bad.
You do
on these videos. You think you're in decent shape.
What? You really aren't the the best judge. You should show us.
I did one where I took the video on my penis, and I don't know, it must have been bright light, but it looked very veiny and like it was. I was like, ugh.
You're too
So you
harsh
use it for
and
yourself.
critical.
When
yeah.
people ask me that, I go, look, I'm embarrassed by video of me not having sex, just acting.
Yeah, right, just being around.
Right, yeah. I mean,
That's what I mean. You're too critical of yourself. You should let somebody else judge it.
Okay, Robin, I'd love to have your critique.
After Gary came back from Afghanistan, he came to me and he said, Dave Attell is a saint.
I
said, a saint. He said they should call him Saint Attell.
He really is.
Why do you? I said to Gary, why do you say this about Dave Attell? Because as far as I can see, he doesn't look like any kind of saint to me.
Right.
He seems very...
Nobody's ever described him that way before.
And he's a Jew.
And he's a Jew. That's right.
And then the Jimmy thing, right?
Right. So, and he fucked Sarah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see him being a
No
saint.
saint has ever fucked Sarah.
So Gary goes, Wolf, there were days when we were traveling. You know how you talk. He goes, Wolf, there were days we were traveling, and we would be very tired. And sometimes the USO would say, when you're eating, go have meals with the troops and talk to them. But sometimes we were so tired, we would just eat amongst ourselves. But Dave Attell would go over to the troops' tables, no matter what was going on, and sit there and talk with them. It's very, very important to him. The whole time he's there, he's talking to the
He
troops.
never shied away from the troops.
Right.
Well,
is that accurate?
That is accurate, and the guys didn't know that that's part of the USO thing. It's not just doing the shows, but they picked it up real
Artie
quick.
apparentty didn't know.
All right.
Well, but Artie is a different.
Slept, yeah.
We just
Artie slept through all of Afghanistan.
But they were like, "How do you do it?" And I go, "Well, I was brought up as a runaway, and I was used to going truck to truck looking for love." No, it's
what is
these
it?
guys are. I'm sorry.
Go ahead and explain yourself.
I'll explain. I'm glad that first of all, I'm glad I couldn't pick better guys to go with because not just Artie and Gary, but Nick and Jim Florentine were great. And the whole thing is that the monotony. We see the war in little snippets on the news, and it's explosions and shooting. But then there's the other times of just monotonous routine, heat, being distant from their loved ones, their lives. There's a lot of people there in the Guard and Reserve who have other lives that they've had to put on hold to do it.
And
what
the
we do is
psychological pressure, knowing that they might be killed at any minute.
Exactly.
Right.
But besides all that, there's really just the never-endingness of it and the sameness of it. And that could be horrific or it could be boring, but it's over and over and over for over a year. And we're just like new faces that come in. I don't consider myself famous. I'm not, Jessica Simpson or anything like that. But we just come in and, like, whether they know you or not, it's just somebody else to talk to. Like, comics are great because we don't bring any equipment. We just come in, tell a couple of, dick jokes, and we're out of there.
Right.
And they love it dirty. And, they might say the powers that be, keep it clean, do this, whatever. Yeah. But when it gets down to it, they always love it dirty. And we love bringing it to them that way. So.
Right.
Yeah, the
So it was a good experience.
The shows were very
Risque.
successful, and obviously Dave destroyed, as did Nick. Everybody killed.
Yeah.
And Gary did a good job. And I mean, it is so satisfying afterwards at the meet and greet when these guys come up to you and say, You know what, man? And every one of them were nice. We really appreciate you coming. We laughed, and it was good to escape for a while. And Dave has gone probably about 4 or 5 times. Is that right? You've been there quite a bit.
Different place,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
You've been to Iraq?
Iraq.
You've been to Afghanistan.
And, Afghanistan used to be the one where everybody's like, I hope I get sent to Afghanistan because it's safer. Now it's really,
It's
going
the
crazy.
Did you feel in danger at any time when the mortar attack? We read about the mortar attack. We asked Gary and we asked Artie about
Was that
it yesterday.
your first time being under attack?
Well, besides coming on this show, the emotional mortars, the rounds shot at me, the salvo.
Coming in.
No, it happened in Iraq too, but it wasn't like where we had to get in the bunkers. It was just kind of like, oh, by the way, we were attacked. But it's funny. The best part. There's 2 stories I'd like to say about the whole tour. One of them was I was roommates with Artie for a while and Nick DiPaolo, and.
Fun. That's a fun room.
It was a fun room, and Artie, it's hard to sleep with him because he, you think like he's a bigger guy, he must snore. Well, I snore, Nick might snore or whatever, but he talks in his sleep.
Oh no!
Really? And not just talks, he orders food in his sleep.
Oh,
I'm not kidding around. Get Nick DiPaolo on the phone. It's so true.
Yeah, no.
Is that right?
Howard,
That's crazy.
Dana and a couple other chicks have said this to me.
You order food in your sleep?
And Howard, he sounds contrived, but he's telling the truth because
it is true.
Other people have told me this, and it's so embarrassing yet so funny.
I never heard it. Does it arrive? Does the food come after
what did I say?
I'm no Craig Gass, but may I try it?
Yeah. Okay.
It's like 2 burgers and a dew. Like Mountain Dew, 2 burgers and a dew.
Oh,
are you serious?
Yeah.
You mean he's laying there, and all of a sudden you start hearing him talking about food?
2 burgers and a dough.
Burgers.
But
what
not
else
just
does he
laying there.
mention? What else does he?
Kind of shaky, kind of like.
I do. I get the shakes.
What else? What else does he order? I'm curious. Pizza.
Well, Nick DiPaolo said the 2 burgers and a do thing, and that was why I knew they weren't bullshitting. Just 2 separate times they said the same exact thing that I ordered.
Wow.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I don't even drink Mountain Dew.
And the whole trip too, he was not really eating. He was eating apples the whole time, and he had like 1 big meal, and that was about it.
It's amazing. Gary was telling me about you in Afghanistan, and he even said this, and I hope I don't embarrass you. He says, at one point, Dave Attell waved his hands over the desert, and it turned into water. I'm not kidding.
No, you know what?
I was afraid, like flying in the helicopters and all that kind of stuff, but that was pretty cool that we got a chance to do that.
That was really cool.
Did you shoot off a gun like Artie and Gary?
Yeah, I did.
You did, and you liked it.
Yeah, no, that's the coolest part of it because, like, they were like, "Hey, how do you know?" Like, because I watch all those military, like, history channels.
Why
stuff.
do you?
I love
it?
that stuff.
Why do you go? You didn't just go once. This is your 5th time over.
Well, no, I've been to Afghanistan twice and Iraq once, and then I've done like other USO.
Why
stuff.
do you do it? Do you feel an obligation?
Yeah, I also feel that like we're not really asked to do anything, and that like it's a really good. I guess we're lucky that we get to do it because we're in like show business.
Right.
But I just feel like don't get a chance to do anything. And like I've traveled a lot, but that part of the world is like a whole different animal. And,
it really is.
Like you would never. Well, I told this to I think Nick, whatever. When we were in the Kyrgyzstan airport, by the way, do not honeymoon around there because that sucked. There was a guy getting on the plane with a bow and arrow. I'm not kidding around, Howard. I'm not kidding. A Mongolian hordeman, whatever, was getting on with a bow. And he was at the counter, like, when can I get that flight? And I'm like, that guy's got a real bow and arrow on him, And you're only afraid of the bow and arrow from a distance, but up close, it's kind of like retarded,
Yeah.
I mean, no,
it's a bit I'm working at.
So you are a man who feels compelled to help his country any way you can, and you do it.
Yeah,
and you do it with joy.
Can I say one thing?
Yes.
Okay. The biggest surprise, delightful surprise, was when we went to the Predator base and did Gary tell you this?
Oh yeah, the colonel.
The colonel of the Predator base is like the most devout fan of your show.
Wow.
Anyway, because we walk in and he's giving us like a bullet point thing on the Predator, which is pretty cool because Jeff Anthony, usually when you do the USO tour, you meet everybody. You meet like the guy who's in charge of sanitation, and he gives you like a rundown on how they do the base and like how they set up the city and all that kind of stuff. So some of it's kind of monotonous, but you're there to meet the guy, so you got to sit through it. But this guy goes, I got a couple questions. One about the merger, and like he's like a colonel.
He's up on it.
Yeah. And the next one, Jim, are you still going out with Robin? And then like, where's Artie? Is he coming out?
Well,
he's
Dave,
like
to be up
fanatical.
Right.
Dave has been there so much, Howard. He knows enough, and he reads a lot about it. I guess. Where he's talking talking to the Army guys in Army terms, like a guy will have a rifle and we don't even know what the fuck it is, and Dave will be going, "What are you using that? Do you use S50s or you got a 485 Glock on that?"
I didn't say
I mean, no, you knew numbers.
You're a gun freak.
You're not a gun freak.
Nick
You
in
just
Lake Tahoe, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Good morning, Howard. Thank you very much. I got a question for David Tell. Was there any time on the trip that you guys were so scared that you said, "Oh man, this is it. I don't know if we're ever going to get out of this one," or anything like that? Artie, Gary?
Probably when Artie was talking in his sleep about food.
I thought he was going to eat me. No, I think it's scary. I think the real scary part, because they can take really good care of you. The scariest part is the flying. You know, like you fly in a lot of different aircraft, old military aircraft, like from the the 60s.
Howard, no windows, and it's claustrophobic.
Yes,
and you're a target too.
And well, you can't fly over Iran or Pakistan,
Yes.
so it's really. Remember how you used to always bitch, and you were so right about how France wouldn't let us fly.
Right.
So these fucking planes have to go around and use more fuel. It takes longer, and these soldiers are packed in these planes with all this equipment, and because you can't fly over fucking Iran or France or whenever we couldn't do that, it takes longer, and they're tired. And you don't realize how important windows are on a plane to make you feel more secure.
Right.
You're just up and you don't know what's going on. But during the mortar fire, I got to a point where I really was a little first of all claustrophobic in the bunker. Second of all, a little bit, because there was a lot of us packed in. And when we're walking, you know, and that kid said to me, "Look, the way I look at it, if you get hit, you get vaporized," and it's like it's going to be weird just. That got to me a little bit.
Yeah.
But they make you feel.
It's got to hurt to be vaporized.
But they make.
What is vaporized, Artie? Can you explain that a little
Well,
bit?
when
So you
in
take
other
your
words,
pot
in other words, you get hit with a weapon that's so powerful that it just like can turn you into dust immediately. Like, you don't even feel about
Yeah,
it.
there's
Feel it.
nothing left of you.
Right.
Gary said at one point, David Tell jumped on the mortar.
I would have done that if it was good for the show.
Well, did you ever at any time assess who would be a problem if it got heavy?
Well, I did think that if, let's say, we were captured, I know as a Jew, I would have had to think out one of the other guys.
Right.
No, if we like say got into a crash and we were in the desert by ourselves, abandoned, alone, and had to resort to cannibalism, you figure I'm going first because they're lasting 2 months on me.
Let's go to Jerry. Jerry, you're on the air in Dover.
Okay. Hey, besides that, the Gong Show looks like it's going to be funny as hell. But,
Oh, thanks, man.
Hey, Sarah Silverman, little star fucker, did she take it up the ass?
Wow.
Well, that's a legitimate question, and you got to deal with it any way you have to deal with it.
You really think he should answer that?
I do. I think it's legitimate. I don't think it's a nice question, but I think it's a legitimate question. Did Sarah take it in the ass?
No, I don't see any of that there. I think it was more by Kabbalah sex. You know, it was really
it was more traditional.
Yes.
All right.
I like how that guy came at it.
You were with her in the early '90s. That was the height of the anal craze.
Was it really?
Absolutely.
You missed it?
Even Robin went through it. Robin took it. I had it a couple of times in my ass. Yes, absolutely.
Well, you know, back in the desert, that's really the only way to clean yourself. Clean your piece, as they call it.
I mean, she probably took it right up the ass.
What's going on with your relationships now? Do you have a girlfriend? No one ever reads about you in the tabloids.
The Gong Show is really, I think, like a eHarmony for me, because I met so many interesting ladies on there. This one girl.
Are you having sex?
Well, not really, because I stopped drinking.
You mean that ended your sex life?
Well, it does. You know, it kind of like, you know, you'd rather go home. I'm actually one of the few guys who's cool being alone. And that was kind of the weird thing, like sharing a room with these guys. Yeah. Because I think he'll say it too, like, Artie, you're on the road all the time, but you get like your own. At the end, you go into your own room and you can do whatever you want.
Absolutely.
You know? And now it's kind of like this, like, you know, guy club. You know, and like you know, you're afraid to like undress in front of everyone. Yeah. Although you're walking around wearing just a towel. You know, a towel,
and that's always fun. But we had, because again and again, like Dave said, we couldn't pick a better bunch of guys. There were a couple of nights where, you know, we couldn't sleep, and it was just me, Nick, and Dave, and just laughing all night because you know we. you just love each other's company on top of being performers. And I mean, Dave, is being humble a little bit. A ton of guys recognize him from Insomniac. They love seeing him.
Right.
And he goes up and like literally at the mess hall, he'll go out of his way to just talk to guys. And like I told you yesterday, there was one group of guys who said to me and Gary, look, they were just out of Fort Hood, Texas, going away for 15 months. They asked, could you hang out with us? And Dave was very aware of that. And he always did it, never said no to anything. So, I mean,
Dave.
It was a great tour.
That's not true. But, I mean, thank you, Artie. But a lot of it has to do with, that's our fan base, too. These guys are the guys who come see our shows when they're, and it's like, that's the cool connection, because it's not just like they know your stuff, or like a lot of them have said
you don't care. You never think about your own life. You never think about the fact that you might get killed over there.
Well, I'm kind of hoping.
You're hoping you die.
Since I have a miserable life,
Now tell me, you don't have a girlfriend?
I don't.
And
so I can't go to the wedding then.
You don't have anybody who...
No, I have a friend.
You got a friend. Yeah, something's going on.
Well,
Why are you keeping it such a secret?
No, she's not my girlfriend, though.
Why are you hiding her? Bring her in here now.
Why did you say it to her?
You know what I'm gonna... I'm gonna have...
Who are you voting for? Now that you've been overseas and you've seen the action firsthand, who will be the best man to handle the situation in Iraq and Afghanistan?
Wow.
Is it Obama or is it McCain?
Well, sometimes I think it's really, I think, the 1-2 punch. You got to get like the right vice president, and sometimes I think late at night, especially after a drinking binge, the best guy for the job would be Obama and the Burger King. The actual Burger King.
Stop it.
No.
Tell me who you're for.
Who am I for?
Yeah. Who is the best commander-in-chief? You've been with the troops.
Yeah.
Mayor McChee.
You've spoken with the troops.
Yes, I've spoken to them and heard their views.
You think the Burger King would be a good vice president?
Well, the Burger King burnt down. Talk about...
Oh, that's right. Oh,
you didn't tell that story?
Well, I was trying to, but we were all over the place. But
we only had 3 hours.
The Afghanistan...
The Afghanistan Burger King.
The Kandahar, the base we were at in Kandahar, the place that stunk like shit.
Yeah, the Kandahar BK.
Yeah, it had a Burger King.
Yeah.
And of course, I hear that, my eyes light up.
Yeah.
And then they go, but it burnt down last week.
Yeah.
A mortar hit the fucking Burger King. So I was looking to have a Whopper with cheese with shit on it.
I've actually gone to a fast food restaurant, whether it was Burger King or McDonald's in Aruba many years ago.
Right.
And it was so bad.
Really getting into the local culture.
Oh, my God. I was so fat back then that I decided I needed to eat Burger King. And I go in Aruba, and I go into the local town. It took over an hour to get a burger. There's no such thing as fast food. Can you imagine in Afghanistan what that would have been like? I mean, you would have been sick, I'm sure, for months.
And the guy behind the counter.
Yeah.
What would you like? You know what else they have? Like a Starbucks ripoff type place that they build.
What, the Tim Hortons?
Well, not the Tim Hortons. Like
I love that place. Talk about real heroes. It's those 4 Canadian girls working at the Tim Hortons.
Yeah, there's a Tim Hortons
in Afghanistan,
and there's like a coffee bean type place.
Yeah.
Green bean, whatever.
You think they set that up for the troops, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole city. So the funny thing is, you see a lot of these big, good old boys from the South walking around with an M16 and a caramel macchiato.
Yeah.
Frappuccino.
Isn't it amazing, like, the lengths people will go to make a living? I mean, that's pretty something. That's extreme to set up like a Starbucks in Afghanistan.
Right, and it's always
when you
packed.
hear about those people who get kidnapped, it's always some guy from the Midwest who needed a job.
It's always a barista at Starbucks.
It shows you how shitty things are out there.
In Kyrgyzstan, the cool thing is because the people are like Russian hybrid. Like you'll meet like a girl like with one blue eye, like a husky, like weird hot girls, and they get jobs on the bases. And like I was up early one day, like just chain smoking outside, and these 2 guys walked by, a guy and a girl, and they're like wearing like all yellow. I could tell they're not in the military; they're like contracted, and there's like this drop dead blonde hottie who in New York would be like the top of the totem pole. She's like collecting my cigarette butts and like putting them in this thing.
Yeah, that's right.
I couldn't believe it. Like that's the best job there.
Local Russian nanny.
They need Tyra Banks to find her or something.
All right,
smoking blondes.
All right, you didn't answer my question,
right?
Because Artie said he now was leaning toward McCain after coming back from the troops.
A little bit, not totally. I don't know.
You could switch back.
Who are you supporting?
Well, I don't really know who I'm going to support. I always go for the ones who are like pro-abortion and all that kind of stuff, gay rights and all that. Because, you know, like I feel like it's too stiff out there, especially in the comedy clubs with all the, you know, church stuff. But, you know, that's just me, you know, whatever. But
plus, you're a gay guy who's had an abortion.
Right.
So that would be Obama you're for.
Yeah, I guess that. But I do love McCain. Like, I read all his books, and I think he's definitely, like, you know,
so you're having a hard time deciding.
It's very hard. So
And
I probably,
also-
you know what I think I'm going to do? Sleep in and not vote. You think that's good?
No,
That's
maybe
what I
that's
do.
the answer.
You
Will
also know that McCain can't really be fucking in real life anti-abortion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he's a cool dude. He's a cool dude.
Policy.
Yeah, I know. He should say it, but these crazy Bible Belt people have you by the fucking balls.
Well, then he's got to stand up to them. That's what I think.
That would be leadership.
That's
One
right.
other thing I said in my sleep, I just remembered that, and again, other people have said this, and Nick told me this, that on top of that, he claims that I said, and again, I shake around when I do it, and Nick does such a funny impression of me shaking around.
But what does he claim you
He
said?
claims I said, no, regular Coke.
Regular Coke.
I'm not kidding.
I don't know if that was a drug.
I'm not
the
kidding.
greatest thing I ever
I mean,
heard.
and these both guys said when they woke up with me one night that I was ordering a burger and a Mountain Dew. I don't
dream about food like most guys dream about pussy.
Exactly.
Well, I had a wet
Maybe.
dream, and I woke up and it was all ketchup and Russian dressing.
He would go to sleep with like ice tongues,
Do you
like a
realize
teddy.
do you realize his nightmare is being served Diet Coke? He hates it so much.
I do.
I never
Listen,
thought of it that
one
way.
final question.
Yeah.
Will you call Sarah Silverman and try to date her again now that she's broken up with him?
Howard, I'm not even. I said it before. I'm not in her league. I mean, come on.
I think you're really hot.
You do?
I do.
I've been trying to dress a little bit more adult.
You
I'm
look
glad
good.
you picked up on it.
You know what,
Because
Howard?
if you're going to host
Very,
the Gong Show, you got to show people that you're in charge.
Very relaxed with a suit jacket, like
Yeah.
George Carlin.
Like
with
an
a
Armand
beard.
Desante.
Right.
You know
That was
what,
my
Howard?
pace car.
Enough nonsense.
Dave is being again. If any interviewer could get it out of him, it's you. But Dave has that comedian thing where he tells all these jokes. But I don't know this for sure, and I've known him for a long time. But in the early '90s, he was like the king of New York, like the best comedian
That's
there
nice,
was.
Ari.
And when he was playing at a club, other comedians would be late for spots at other places.
All right, so
because
what happened?
You'd stop and watch him. Well,
setup.
what I'm saying is,
Am I dying?
on top of Sarah, I guarantee he got so much pussy back then because he just was like the shit, And
So you downplaying the amount of pussy
I mean,
you get?
I don't know.
Tell us,
Would you guys
come
one
on
at a time?
and fess
Even the
up.
Taliban, they give him a blanket and a Koran.
You're
when
a
they-
famous guy now, Dave. Come
No,
on.
this is all I'm going to say, okay? First of all, she's really funny. He's really, Jimmy's really funny, and I'm sure something's going to happen and, whatever.
Right.
But in terms of already saying that, that's really cool because when I was on the tour with him and Nick, who, like, I don't know if you guys know, but in the early 90s, Nick DiPaolo was the guy.
Right.
He really was, like, we would look at him and like, wow, this
Right.
guy, like, he'd show up,
Amazing.
good-looking guy, really on top of his game. And, I still look at him in awe when I think about, like, his writing skills and all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of really good comics on the tour. And then Artie had to do, like, a half an hour, so that's
Right.
pretty rough. And we divvied up the dick jokes and, the masturbation stuff.
Right. The good thing is that every guy, Florentine, Dave, and Nick are all headliners, so they were nice enough to. Like,
We
by
didn't
the
gun
time
them.
I get up, you got to leave the headliners some subjects to go for. Like,
Right. So they were gracious and left you.
Yeah,
things.
they knew exactly how to set you up.
That was a great
You guys are all
deflection.
great. I have to
That
say.
was a
I know, it's a
great
real, like, love
deflection.
fest.
I've never met a bunch of greater guys.
Well, I mean, if
Let me
someone
tell you what really happened on
Other
there,
than
Howard.
Sarah Silverman, have you ever fucked anyone else famous?
Yeah, you asked him a question and he deflected.
Well, that's what I mean.
completely.
This is what he does.
No,
This
no,
is what
no.
happens. All right, listen.
We'll never get it out of
See the Gong Show. I'm excited it's coming back. I like the idea of
Thank
you
you.
as host. I think it'll be successful. I hope so.
But honestly, a tip of the hat to you. And
thank you.
We
But
really
Howard,
did look at
one
your
more
show.
thing because you'll like this. This is a plug. While I was over there, there's an organization called the Coalition for Major Injuries. These are
Yes.
all guys who come back from the war.
Oh, is this
and-
where Dave cut off his own leg and gave it to a soldier?
Give it to a guy?
I heard about
These-
that.
He's a saint.
These are all guys who are like amputees, bad head injuries, and they're all at a hospital in Florida. And there's an organization that runs, support for these guys. It's a big charity because there's not enough money for these guys, which is awful. And Dave does work with them. And while we were at one of the meet and greets, a guy came up to me and said, "Art, you don't know this, but I have half a leg, and I chose to come back here." to work administration, but I work with this coalition. Would you guys do a show in Orlando, Florida for us? And maybe, like, if it's you and telling these guys we get 4,000 people and just give it all to the workers. I gave him my phone number, and I've been in touch with someone he knows. And Dave immediately said yes.
Yes.
And
so he's a very giving man, you would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometime in October, November, we're going to do like a 4,000 seater for this
That's
coalition
very nice.
of injured people in Florida.
You guys are really giving back.
And Jimmy Florentine and DePaulo already said they would do it. And again, it's a free show, and it's what is the official name of that, Dave? It's the coalition of.
Dave,
I thought
let me ask you something though about
it's
that.
Wounded Warrior. I thought we were
Wounded
talking about.
Warrior.
So I didn't hear about this Orlando thing, but that's
how
cool.
did Sarah let you know she was leaving you? All right, listen. Okay. Dave, best of luck. We love when
Thank
you come
you,
in
Al.
here.
So, Dave, are you really the saint that Gary's making you out to be?
I think they built me up pretty hardcore, but one man saint is just another man doing his job, not like these Hollywood types.
No, we really want credit. Come on.
No, but they, I don't know.
It was, put it this way: there were a lot of dick jokes that the guys loved. That's what
I think everybody did their job, but it's not really a job like you kind of enjoy it and all that kind of
I
stuff.
couldn't
but,
do my 20
I like how
minutes.
Howard brings you back to earth. You can do anything, and he's like,
Dave, how do you think Artie handled the hot weather over there? I know he was nervous about that for a while.
I have to say honestly, I really didn't think he would make it through the 100+ degree temperature, but he did.
I slept most of the days anyway in air conditioning.
With his
ordering food.
His Green Beret training kicked in. I mean, he did it like when he had to be up. He did it because after like 7 in the morning, it starts getting really hot. And by afternoon, it's like way too hot. But the locals seem to be moving. I don't know. I'm just rambling, but.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked a lot about collecting. JD collects baseball cards and spoons and Pez dispensers. Ronnie collects die-cast cars. And then Ronnie came in and tried to explain what he meant when he said that Howie Mandel looked cute. Is what happened.
Before we get to Jimmy's wedding and Howie Mandel, we want to talk about JD a little bit, who revealed not only his baseball card collection, but his Pez dispenser collection
and a spoon collection.
Spoon collection.
One is the worst. I got to tell you, we have the little intercom. When he said spoons, DePace hits the button and goes, I was with him at baseball cards, but I don't fucking get spoons.
JD's the first person I've ever heard of who collects spoons.
You know who collects spoons is like women in Ohio.
That's right.
You know,
very much so.
Hey, what's wrong with Ohio?
Do you collect spoons?
No.
Do you collect
Stephanie's from Ohio. She doesn't collect spoons.
Do you collect anything? Or you collect?
She's also 28.
My NASCAR shit. No, she's 30, dude.
NASCAR. Sorry, I insulted her.
Wait, your NASCAR stuff? You're a collector?
Yeah.
Do you have NASCAR like cards?
No cards. Cars.
What's the most of
bumpers?
Like when you collect
Stupid
NASCAR stuff,
ass.
what is it you have a lot of?
Die-cast cars.
And how many would you say you have?
About 150.
Can you describe a die-cast car for those who don't know what that is?
Hot Wheels.
It's a Matchbox.
No, it's not a fucking Matchbox.
Is it bigger?
It's 120, either 124th scale or 118th scale.
I swear to God.
I mean, they do have Matchbox size.
Right.
All right. But
Are they all like in position and stuff? They're racing against each other?
No, idiot. They're in a,
Come on.
They're in a fucking. You've seen. They've shown it on Howard
What makes
TV.
one of them valuable?
Depends. I mean, like Dale Earnhardt shit's worth money because he's dead.
When did you start collecting die-cast cars?
When QVC started that shit back in the 90s.
And did you get them because you thought
late 80s actually?
You thought they would be a good investment, or were you just into the cars? You think
Into
they're kind of
cars.
cool?
Into the cars.
What was the first one you bought?
Let's see. Darryl Waltrip's car.
Did the doors open and stuff? Open and close?
No, the doors don't open anyway, idiot. You ever see a NASCAR? The doors don't open.
Oh, sorry.
So you don't-
moron. You get in through the window.
But remember,
wheels
you
spin.
covered me driving one of the cars. You don't remember
So
anything?
you don't pretend to race them. or
Senile
anything.
old bitch.
You don't pretend to race them or anything. You just
No,
put
I
them
don't.
up.
They're in a display case.
Well, do you ever change the order based on the success of the drivers?
No.
And you have 150 of them, you said?
Probably close to it. Yeah.
So, all right, so you can identify with JD's collecting and what he's doing.
Do you go like brum, 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 make noises and stuff? Come on.
Listen, it's better than golf. I gotta say.
I don't think so.
Golf. Come on, man. That's not a sport.
You're a baseball card collector, right?
I'd rather
baseball
go
cards,
bowling than.
I've got a few thousand cards probably.
What do you do with them? Now?
They sit in a closet.
Somebody gave me a set from like I don't know, like a 1988 Fleer set in the box. I don't think I've ever opened the box. Like it's sitting in my attic, and my wife goes, "Why don't you throw these away?" And I'm not a baseball card collector at all.
88 could be McGuire.
So the reason why I never threw them away is because maybe they're from like it might be from the 90s because I think Jackson was born. I was like, oh, I'll save them for him when he grows up because I didn't want any part of them.
I was a big card collector, and I was pretty organized too, but JD's organization blows mine away. I mean, a guy gets traded and you put him on a different...
No. He keeps him, but then when the guy gets traded, his new card goes to the new team. It's not that weird if you're going to buy into it.
Well, I mean, I sorted mine by a year, whatever the set was, and that was the team.
I did mine
the
by
next
player.
year you do...
Because I was a big Mike Schmidt guy, so I had all my Mike Schmidts together. But and then once you start looking up their values and stuff, you get a thumb through a book forever, and then you get a number that you can't get anyway, and it's just sort of a big waste of time.
Well, the bottom is falling out of that. That market was big for like a minute, and it's done now.
Well, did you do it for the money, or did you do it because you love baseball?
The idea that these cards, like a Ricky Henderson card, was worth $100, that turns you on, and so you try to trade other people to get Ricky Henderson.
So you did it for the money?
Yeah.
Okay. What were you saying, Ronnie?
Wow, how cool.
That's
what turns you on, man. That's great.
Speaking of cool, people were wondering about Howie Mandel's explanation of you calling him cute.
Okay, his outfit was cute.
Do you don't find that an odd description of a guy's outfit? You're going to say
he meant to say adorable. Yeah, well, that too. I mean, forget about it.
What made it so cute and adorable?
You know what? I don't even remember the outfit now. I mean, I have to go back and look at the shows actually to see what it was. I think it might have been the one where he's actually 2 weeks ago. Maybe he was wearing like a plaid flannel shirt, something like that. And but he wears.
You found it cute.
He wears his clothes like real short, like almost they don't fit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not really.
Like they're almost like kid sizes.
So he buys his stuff like a size too small.
I mean, it looks that way sometimes. Even like that shirt he was wearing today. You don't think that shirt looked a little too small on him? I don't know what he wore.
We're not critiquing his fashion like you are.
I swear to God, I don't know what he wore today. I think he was all in black. I thought he was wearing a jacket actually. No, today.
Oh,
he wasn't. He was wearing a black shirt. Okay. He took the jacket off before he went into the studio. I didn't notice him looking fat in tight clothing.
I didn't say fat.
We said it was too tight.
Fat. I said no, it's small, like short. The shirt is like short.
And you picked up on his belt. I mean, what are you doing? Who looks at guys' clothing like
I look
that?
at everything
Who
when
watches
people,
Gossip Girl?
Dude, I look at everything when people walk in. That's my fucking job, to see what they got under their shirts,
Howie
in their
Mandel,
pockets.
you're looking at him?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
It reminded me a lot of when Sal used to critique Howard. You remember that? Like what he was wearing and what that kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, that's what it sounded like.
I'm stalking him, right?
I'm not saying you're stalking him, but I wonder because the clothes are too small. Is that what you find cute about it?
Yeah, well, this particular outfit, he looked cute, okay?
I've never said that
He came, he doesn't remember when he walked out of the dressing room and goes, how do I look? I go, you look cute.
You ever thought a guy looked cute? Yeah, okay.
No, I mean, it's not a word that comes to mind. By the way, talking about Howie today, Howie had a very Sal Governale moment, I thought.
Oh, with the elephant?
Yes, when Howard talked about his wife, you get the elephant for his wife, and Howard goes, and you didn't get her anything else? And he goes, no, and Howard goes, do you know how wrong that is? And he goes, well, I know that now. I've learned my lesson.
Yeah, and that was the guy last May when we were in Vegas for the Vegas week.
Mm-hmm.
Yelled at me because I didn't send Stephanie flowers on her birthday because I was in Vegas.
Should send her an elephant.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that elephant? Oh, and but you got to figure his wife sort of knows that's who Howie is and what he does.
It's a long way to go for a joke, though.
It wasn't a joke. The best part of the story is that I think Howie thought that the thing that makes the story interesting is that he really thought it would be fun, but he hadn't thought the whole thing through. So 4 hours later, when the elephant's ripping up, the irrigation system, that's the funny part of the story.
Did Richard Christie actually come when Howie did the gizmo
He
voice?
made a noise like he did.
Now I was cutting the shots of his face, the giddy smile that he had on when he was making that voice. It was unbelievable.
And Richard was asking for this gizmo thing, was he not, Gary?
Yes, he brought it up in the meeting, and he brought it up to me again this morning. And Howie seemed shocked that in this day and age, someone could actually see that movie in a theater.
Yeah. And I liked how Howie explained doing the same voice for a couple different characters. And then he rolled off that St. Elsewhere line, and it was
that was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know he had that great of a memory.
But that helium joke was very funny too.
Yeah. And then he had to make that fateful decision: Mel B, or Heidi. Which one? Ronnie Echo. I'm throwing that at you.
Heidi.
No brainer.
No brainer.
Why? What about Heidi?
She's an animal in bed. I guarantee it.
What makes you say that?
Just the feeling.
Well, you said that about Lisa G.
Well, she is an animal in bed.
How do you know?
I'm telling you.
So you're comparing Lisa G to Heidi Klum?
I'm not comparing Lisa G to Heidi Klum. You asked me a question.
Right,
I answered it.
Could you tell me which type of an animal each of them is?
Let's see. Heidi would be probably like a panther.
And Lisa?
Lisa would be more laid back, like
a log?
An iguana.
A sedated iguana.
An iguana.
It is an animal.
Andrew on Long Island, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up, guys? Big fan. I wanted to say I was watching AGT when the guy came out doing the salsa, and I just thought it was awesome seeing all the Stern Show guys, especially Ronnie, dancing on the stage, or with Howard doing the conga, running around the audience. I just got a big kick out of that. It's great to see Howard on AGT.
Yeah, if you didn't see this AGT episode that he's referring to, everybody was getting up and dancing, and Ronnie, you were getting into it up there.
Well, I got dragged. I was standing minding my own business. And actually, Heidi was the one who dragged me out.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you and Heidi like pals?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I've hung with Heidi. And
like if Heidi was here today, I would go, "Do you know this guy?" She'd go, "That's Ronnie."
Yeah, she would know.
When did you hang with Heidi?
One night in San Antonio, we were all hanging out. We went to dinner, and we were all sitting outside by the Riverwalk, drinking and hanging out. It was her and her boyfriend, and Howie, and his guy Rich, and a whole bunch of people. We were just out there till like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Did you have that mustache then?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No. Why does that bother you so much? Why is my mustache
ridiculous?
So does your head.
That's all right.
You know.
All right.
Can't do anything about that.
With that, Jem, Al, we'll go to break.
So on Tuesday's wrap-up show, I went in to talk about golf, my favorite game. Howard made some claim on the air that he hit a ball 300 yards. Not accurate. So I went in there to talk about that, and then I laid a $10,000 bet down.
Scott DePace now back for the second consecutive day on the wrap-up show.
Ouch.
Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome.
Happy to see you. Howard says that he'll get an affidavit signed by Jimmy Kimmel in this golf pro that ball went over 300 yards.
It doesn't matter. That was not 300 yards. It's not. It might be 200, maybe. But if not, it still was fine. I mean, he shouldn't be embarrassed by it. His swing was fine. I mean,
why is it getting under?
Taking a step when you swing isn't necessarily normal.
Okay,
but
no one's saying it's a textbook swing, but why is it getting under the golfer's skin from the show here?
It's not.
Really?
It's not under my skin. No. I was happy to hear that he actually tried it and liked it.
Well, Will's all fired up about it. I know Rob Martin's fired up about it, and people think,
Well, because I think people think that they're feeding Howard like a kiss-ass line, like, hey, you're great, and they're not being accurate because it's obviously not 300 yards.
What I said at the beginning of this show was he hit the ball. Whoever was there told him it was 300 yards.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know any better. He's not a golfer.
Right. I don't blame Howard, but he should take our opinion as well as everyone else's that was not 300 yards.
Mike in Florida, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, hey, about the golf swing. It reminds me of the episode of the Munsters where Herman went golfing and hit the ball into the next town. Kind of like that, no?
Well, you should throw that by Howard because he's a big Munsters fan. I do know that. But I know what you're saying. You took a swing, you hit it, and it went really far. And doesn't mean the next one's going to go as far. So,
But he said you talking about Howard's? Yeah. He said he hit at least 10 of them 300 yards. That's what he said to me this morning. No, he said to me, he goes, I whiffed on some. He goes, some I hit and nicked and they dribbled off. He goes, but I hit. He goes, 5 to 10, I hit at least 300 yards.
But don't you think he was $10,000 that says he cannot hit a ball 300 yards unless it's on a concrete surface or something like that?
What do you mean on a concrete surface?
Because if he cheats,
right.
So on a range, there is no way he is hitting at 300.
You're throwing down $10,000.
Sure, $10,000.
Okay, $10,000
to his $1. All I want is $1. That's the bet.
Well, why don't you take the 10?
Oh, because that's ridiculous.
Why? You
Why?
take
Fine.
yours?
Fine. All right, 10,000 to 10,000. But I'd be happy with $1. It's fine.
Wow, that means you really believe in the bet.
I know for a fact, Gary. It is so hard to hit at 300 yards.
God, I hope Howard can hit at 300 yards.
Keegan Bradley can hit at 300 yards, but I know I can on a range.
How great would it be, Gary, if we went to a range and Howard just jacks one that goes 300 yards?
I'm sitting here, I'm laughing because in my head I'm thinking about when we were back at K-Rock, Stuttering John challenged
Tom
Chisano
to
one hole, and he beat him, and he ran around the course like a fucking idiot, going, with his club and dancing into a car.
And the look on Tom's face was priceless. He was just like,
but I was
my
thinking,
God.
like, if Howard hit it, you saw $10,000 fall out of your pocket, you would just die.
I would be amazed, and the golf game wouldn't mean as much to me because I would be like, this is ridiculous.
You mean you would question playing golf if Howard could do that?
I mean, yeah, it would just throw everything off.
Would you stop playing?
No, I wouldn't stop playing. But it would certainly, I'd be like, what the hell? Now I've got to rethink the whole swing because whatever he's doing is working.
Mark, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Hey, Mark.
No, I was listening to your conversation about him hitting the ball 300 yards. I mean, that does sound a little outrageous to be able to hit it 10 times, 300 yards, one right after the other. I mean, I play golf. I hit a far ball. I mean, but it's difficult to hit it 300 yards, especially 10 times.
And Mark, he did not say one right after the other. He said he had some whiffs and he had some dribblers and he had some ones that went 100 yards, but he said that he hit 5 to 10 balls within that grouping.
See, I'm judging my opinion off of the one that I saw. And if it's anything like that, there's no way it's going 300 yards.
What did they use to measure that? Because did it say 300 yards where he hit it?
He said he kept talking about the yellow flag. I think Howard thinks like every flag is the same.
Which, Mark, you know from driving ranges, there is not a driving range that has a 300-yard pin.
275, 250 is the most.
Yeah.
Look, as I said before, Mark, somebody there told him that the yellow flag meant 300 yards.
I had a thought, and I'm feeling guilty for this thought, but I'm wondering if he called Jimmy, and Jimmy said the pro would vouch for it. I hope this isn't some elaborate practical joke that Jimmy's playing on Howard.
I was saying that yesterday, that Jimmy may be messing with Howard here. Right. But now it's reached the point where if Jimmy is messing with Howard, I'd highly recommend that he comes clean because Howard's, rolling with it. And now Scott DePace has put $10,000 of his own money on the line saying that Howard can't drive a ball 300 yards. So it's going to be interesting.
And before Howard says he won't take it, we'll give it to North Shore Animal League.
But you'll take it if you win.
The $1. Yeah.
Scott covering all his bases. Eric in Ohio, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. Here's the thing, guys. I'm an avid golfer. Driving ranges normally won't even have a 300-yard stick or a 300-yard sign. And DePace can vouch for that.
That's right.
All the news has to do is call the driving range and ask them.
Will's on it. Will said he was going to do that.
We should probably do that. That's an interesting thing.
Will's on it. Will already has the number. He's going to call it today.
But why did that happen? Did you?
It was his
him?
idea. Will just said, "I'm calling there today because there's no way that."
Will's fired up over this.
I understand.
I understand it too.
Because Will's like one of those shorter hitters. He hits a ball maybe 230 at the best, and
230 short.
Really, yeah.
Like what do you drive on a regular basis?
245,
right.
Not tons more, but it's definitely a club or two more than his, and so that really offends him.
It would be interesting, Gary, if a few of us just went to the driving range and hit just to see where everything went.
I went to the driving range last summer. I got a set of clubs that my son got, and so and they're really, it's like fairly new compared to like when I used to go to the range, and I started hitting them. I was surprised at how far I could drive the ball, not because I was so good, because the head of the club now is the size of a fucking head of lettuce. When I was younger, I mean, if you can get anywhere near the sweet spot, you can whack it pretty far.
That's what it's all about.
But it's not about. I can't tell you that I was hitting them straight, but I was hitting them pretty far.
John, you're probably horrible, aren't you?
Oh, at a driving range? No, I can hit the ball pretty far. I've hit it over 300 yards 10 times.
Bullshit.
That was a callback, but no, I go out on the range and hit with you guys. I think I can hold my own.
You looked
there.
horrible at the baseball thing.
Baseball's a completely different thing.
All right.
And why? Because I threw a bad pitch?
Threw a bad pitch. You looked bad in the cage.
I forgot about the cage. Oh, I did not have a good day there. Will Murray, Scott DePace says you're following up on the driving range and you're all fired up over this. Is
well, no,
okay?
the thing that offended me is when he says he drives the ball so much further than me, which is not true. No, you don't.
You know I do.
No, you don't.
Brandano, you've been
on case. There are occasions, and probably
80% of the time.
Yeah, but there are times when I outdrive you and you don't significantly outdrive me.
I can't be perfect every time.
But don't say I can't hit the ball. I hit the ball.
You're a shorter hitter. You would admit
slightly. Yeah, and you have, 70 pounds on me.
Whatever. I'm just,
I have a question for you. You're the self-proclaimed father of the year.
I knew this.
He's our Kim Jong-un, by the way. I knew. He's bowled 7 300 games, had 20 holes in one, and is better than us at everything.
Yeah, it's not that, eh? I'm very competitive.
He comes in today. He comes up to me. He goes, "I'll tell you what." He goes, "I'll strike you out any day of the week. Let's just do it."
Was
I'm
that
like, "All right, let's do it."
Was that unsolicited? By the way?
Yes, of course it was.
Well, no, it had to do with we were at golf, and then we went. John claims to be this great baseball guy.
I did not say a word about that. Be honest.
When he walked in this morning, what precipitated you saying, "I'll strike you out any time"?
No, it was during a commercial break. We were talking golf with this thing, and then I think I started talking about my kids' baseball, and I said, "I've been pitching a lot of batting practice. I bet you I can strike you out." So yeah, it was my bet, but I believe it.
Why, because you're striking out all those 10-year-olds?
No, but I did find out that in batting practice, if you're on Scott's team and you get a hold of a few, he throws in a few curves to make sure the kids miss it to keep them,
teach a lesson.
I got to keep them humble.
But
I asked him if he brushes any of them back.
So what did you think I was going to ask you, by the way? I wasn't going to bring up the baseball thing. You said when I said Father of the Year, you thought I was going to.
Oh, well, no. You guys have this opinion of me that, Gary's the same guy that I am. He's very confident and is always claiming to be better than I am at things.
What?
You claim everything.
No, I don't claim to be better than you at everything. Like, what are the things I think I'm better than you at?
Cultured.
No, that's your opinion.
No,
that's your shortcomings about how you feel about yourself.
No, you always think I'm some hick from Delaware. And
I've never said, Scott, I am more cultured than you. You are a bit of a hick from Delaware.
You have said that on the air, in fact.
And Fred does a hillbilly voice of yours, yet you never bring up his name because you're scared of him.
And then whatever happens in our meetings where people want to pit us against each other, you're always, right there.
Well, like what?
I'm not. Should I start spelling out some of the ideas people have had?
Yeah, you can throw me one. I think one of them was
a sperm test.
No. You said
the dog.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah, the dog trainer.
Hold
thing?
on, the sperm test. You said it, not me.
It wasn't my idea, but I said, yeah, I'll take my sperm against your sperm.
Somebody in a radio meeting. Somebody
shoot it on each other.
Somebody said we should have a contest to see whose sperm has more testosterone. Now, I don't say a word. I'm not even sure it's a funny idea. And Scott goes, I know mine is more than Gary's.
I went to a doctor.
So how is that? But wait a second. You just said that I'm always saying that I'm greater, and I hadn't said a word yet.
All right.
Then it was a whole joke about whose dog is smarter. Now I very jokingly said, I know my dog's smarter than your dog because I know it pisses him off.
Then we were going to put our kids up in an IQ test,
and I said that's probably not fair because my kids are older than your kids.
I said I'm confident my kid will beat your son.
But how is that me saying that I know I'll win? Every story we just told is you saying that you're better.
I can't rattle them off right now, but
you're rattling them off fine.
You always think so.
Okay, so anyway, getting back to your self-proclaimed Father of the Year, what do you think makes a good dad? Like, what goes into it?
Love for your kids, and the ability to bond with them and spend time with them, and what do you think it is? I don't know.
There's a lot of elements.
Yeah, I think those are a couple. I think spending time. I think sacrificing some of your stuff for what they want to do.
That's a key. That's a key. Sacrificing things that you want to do for things that they want to do, or sacrificing things or doing things that aren't necessarily fun for you, but are good or fun for them?
I scheduled a practice for this Friday in the heat. I have a practice on Saturday in the heat. I don't want to do either of those
coaching.
What's non-baseball related activities
that I do with them?
Yeah.
Or non-Scott fun? How about, what are things that you do for them that are just not fun for you?
Well, watching kids' movies.
Like which ones?
Playing my kid hockey video game.
Please.
You like playing video games.
Yeah, that is kind of fun.
Is there anything...
Somebody beats me, it pisses me off.
So is there anything that you do that you really don't want to do, but you do it because it's your kids?
Well, yeah, like going to the pool. I hate going to the pool. And I'll go under protest. But I go.
But see, that's like the pool?
Most of the times, but I'll go a couple of times.
Under protest.
If it's really hot and he wants to take a dip.
What do you do?
Oh,
God,
please.
John's
Don't
got
even have this
daughters.
conversation.
He's got 2 daughters. Everything's unfun.
I'm out of it. I win.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we talked about JD struggling with his dating. We also learned from Sal that Angie and Steve Brandano might be gay. And Bob Saget stopped by. You never know what you're going to see on the wrap-up show. Check it out.
Look who's stopping by. You never know who's going to drop by.
Yo.
JD, can you give us a second for Mr. Bob Saget?
Hey, thanks, man. How you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing here?
I'm here. I'm in promo ho for my thing, my special. That's what I'm talking about. Comes out on Amazon and DVD right now, on iTunes and all that shit.
The last time I saw you, I think, was at your birthday party that Mr. Stamos threw for you.
That's true, with that margarita machine.
And you were wearing Minnie's head, and he was wearing Mickey's head.
You know, anything that involves head, he wants to be part of. And the mouse. We're not even allowed to have those heads.
I'm well aware. He's told me.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
So what were you guys talking about with chicks and stuff?
We're talking about JD, who works for us, right?
Hey.
He's always trying to get chicks, but he I don't even know. How would you explain it?
Well, JD and Ganji as well, they can't get out of the friend zone. They're trapped in the friend zone.
And you can't get laid if you're in that zone.
And when they try to come out and just say, hey, like JD just told a girl, you know what, I'm not going to hang out with you if we're not going to fuck, she blew him off.
Well, I don't blame her because that's the ultimatum. It's already over.
So there's got to be a middle ground somewhere, and that's what they're working, and that's what they're trying to figure out.
Yeah.
What's your advice, Bob?
I would say, consensual sex. You have to kind of be romantic at the start. You can't try to be friends first. You can kind of be friends for a little bit, but you'll just be a bitch boy at that point.
But he does a lot of his stuff online now because he's a little bit.
So you're masturbating.
Well, he does that with chicks on Skype.
Will you masturbate with chicks on Skype?
Man, I don't.
Are you
need
sure
to be
they?
I
mean, is it like chat roulette? Are you sure that they're chicks?
Yes.
So you're not accidentally doing one like
JD. Do you have any fear, by the way?
Of course.
That one day somebody's going to drop your file of you jerking off.
Yes.
Wait,
yeah,
you
crazy?
Wait, does Bob Saget do chat roulette? Is it possible I'll be on chat roulette and all of a sudden you'll be jerking off on it?
No, that's the worst thing in the world too. I went over to a friend's house when chat roulette came out, and he went, "Hey, look at this, man!" And I stuck my head in, and there was a guy jerking off. I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here! I'm not sticking my face in chat roulette." I just put the side of my dick in it and left it there.
One of the problems that these guys are having is they're saying, like, in this day and age now, like this girl called up the show today and she talked about how JD tried to fuck her at the bar and just
and he had to hear that.
Yes,
no. So you're kind of humiliated a little bit.
Oh, it's not good to hear. No,
but you should try to start anew and not do that philosophy. You should just meet a girl and get out of your head on it, and just if you're attracted to her, try to just be a person.
I try.
But are you with anybody now? Or are you dating?
I am single.
So
I'm 5 months single. But I would,
Do you worry about? Would you worry about when you're out in LA and you go on a date? Like, is TMZ following you around and saying?
Well,
like,
I don't. I'm not even going on dates. I'm trying to avoid the problem you're having. I don't even know how to date. I'll meet somebody through somebody, or I'll meet someone and go, "Hey, that'd be a cool person. Maybe she'd be interested or something." But it's hard to go on a date. What do you talk about, salads? And it's like, "Hey, want to see Despicable Me afterward?" That's like your dick goes inside your body and out your ass. There's no sex to be had.
The other fear they have, Bob, is that they're just using. The women are using them to get on the show, like to call up the show and say, "Hey, I went out with JD," and it's a way to get closer to Howard versus actually being into them.
Right, and that's a sycophanto problem, so maybe you need to quit the show.
But have you ever dealt with anybody? Have you ever dealt with somebody and you're like, "Hey, this is going well," and then you find out that they're way too into Full House in like a strange fucking way?
I'm so old now. It's just really fucked up. It's like saying, "Let me get you. I'll pick you up from junior high tomorrow. That'll be fun." God, I love your show. Well, that's that joke. You know, my joke is I grew up watching you. Good, and I got to go down watching me. You know. So I don't want. Yeah, I wouldn't want some. I'd like somebody now that would say, "Hey, my niece watches," you know, or my kid who's much younger than
Right.
My 28-year-old really likes you. I got to go. Sorry. I'm 70. I'm a big fan of Full House. Want to fuck?
So what about the referral system? Like, do people ever try and set you up outside of the world of the show?
Not really, no.
See, I get the impression his referral system is when he goes out and does live shows. In other words, JD and the gang are going to be out doing a live show.
Yeah.
Here's where we're going to be. And that you just can try to pluck from the crowd, or you tell your Facebook friends, "Hey, I'm going to in the area, come and meet me."
Something like that, yeah.
Right. So that's sort of your referral system.
Yeah.
But does this talking about this on this show right now doesn't exactly help your cause?
No,
does
it doesn't. Not at all.
It's blowing your B game.
It's just blowing everything.
Yeah, but what is your? Are you trying to get laid, or are you trying to get a relationship?
It's
both.
It's more the first because I'm very I've never really been someone's boyfriend, and I don't know how good I would be at that. So
what about the Korean chick in fifth?
What? That was fifth grade.
JD, can we talk about the weird conversation we had during the break with Howard? We had this very odd conversation where Howard goes, "Well, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't sleep with somebody that you don't really care about because it sends off a bad message." And I said, JD could care less about her feelings. He just doesn't want to get caught. You don't give a shit. You want to get laid.
I do. If I like someone, if I genuinely like a person, I don't want to piss them off or anything.
But do you have to like anybody you sleep with? Everybody you sleep with?
Well, yeah, kind of. I mean, why would I want to sleep with someone I don't like?
You're missing the point.
You sound like you want to get laid, don't
Right.
you? Maybe you need to just get a woman, which could mean maybe someone that you maybe wouldn't want to introduce to your mom kind of woman. Maybe just
of course you
a dirtier girl.
I see those all the time.
Of course you like somebody that you want to have sex with. You have to like them to some degree. But I mean, you don't.
No, I don't.
Are there many girls that you have sex with that you care about past that first moment?
I don't want to make anyone unhappy. I like making people happy. I don't want to make them mad or sad or anything.
But the other thing you've been accused of is that sometimes your standards are a little too high. Like you're looking for the perfect combination, and that doesn't exist. So you're going to have to
listen. That's untrue. It is. I don't know what else to tell you. I like what I like. I don't know. There's no specifics on hair or
bald chicks are cool.
But
like
I think one of the things that you're not willing to put in the work, and sometimes you meet somebody and you don't like them, and then you go out with them a couple times and you get to know them a little better, and they become prettier to you in your mind. You like them. You don't seem to want to put in that work.
That's just that. It depends on who it is.
Hold on, I'm sorry, Bob. When was the last time you've had more than 3 dates in a row with a woman, the same woman?
More than 3 dates?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a while.
But
because I don't really go out on dates because that would require someone here in New York, and there's.
By the way, that's the most absurd thing. He can't find a girl in New York.
No. I'm not saying I can't find. Listen, I'm sure if I was more social, I could socialize better. I might be able to do it, but I have hardly any social skills, terrible social skills. So, I just sit at home and don't do anything.
Don't you have any friends that you can go out with and
No.
talk to?
He doesn't go out. He doesn't like parties. He doesn't like bars.
So you're not a guy that says I want an 8. I don't want to date. That kind of bad guy talk where you want a prettier woman than or a more enthusiastic woman than you think you're qualified for.
No, I don't. I just like who I like. I don't know.
Hey, just a lot of them to be 8s and 9s.
Did Full House ever put out commemorative spoons or anything like that?
What, do you want one?
No, he's a spoon collector.
I was a spoon. I was when I was below 10 years old. All right. Okay.
I just walked into this, but it's all making sense to me. Now, where do I donate?
Thank you.
Ronnie, you seem to be the leader of these two over there, Ganji and JD.
Here's what's wrong. I know what's wrong with JD. I know what's happening with him.
Hold on one second, Bob. This is Howard's limo driver. I just want to so you understand how so
we've met.
We have. Nice to see you.
How are you, man? How's it going?
I'm getting laid a lot more than him.
That's good.
And I'm not getting laid at all.
Oh, okay.
So I'm doing better.
No, but he gets laid, dude. I'm telling because I've been there and I've seen what he's laid.
Not physically.
It's some pretty good stuff.
Oh, so this is just for talk?
No, it's
no. The thing is, like you guys were talking about him getting into a relationship. Now the problem with what happens with him with girls, he gets involved with a girl. He thinks he's in love, not in love with her, but he really likes her. And then, like, down the line, about 3 or 4 dates down the line after he sees her, she tells him, well, I'm sorry, I didn't want to tell you, but I have a boyfriend, or I have a husband that you don't know about, something like that. And that's what happens.
Well, that's a buzzkill.
He gets hurt.
Well, I dealt with something last year that was something like that. So,
but if people keep having boyfriends,
I'm a man.
Do you think it's always true?
No, but she didn't have a boyfriend.
I got that
at
one.
the time.
I got that one.
Just
But I'm saying,
forget
but isn't it sometimes if you keep hearing that over again, doesn't it sometimes just a way out, an excuse for somebody to say, "Oh, I have a boyfriend," excluding that person?
But I mean, I don't know how that doesn't help me.
This process doesn't help you either. Probably
nothing is.
What would help you is to have it not look for it, and then that's how it'll come to you. That's kind of what happens.
He's been not looking for about 15 years now.
Ronnie,
well, maybe in about another 15, it'll not come to you.
How does he get out of that trap that you're saying?
He's got to find the right girl. I mean, he's got to find a girl that doesn't have a boyfriend or a husband or whatever, or somebody hidden in a closet.
What does Ganji have to do?
Ganji, he's a lost cause already. Forget about it.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why is Ganji? Because Ganji's certainly more social than JD.
Yeah, but Ganji's more social because he wants to be their best friend. He doesn't want to get laid.
No, I do.
He wants to get laid.
Yeah, but he doesn't. He doesn't get laid. That's the whole thing.
Bob had a good point. I don't turn it romantic right away, and that's
you go friend too long. That's the problem.
What Bob said. Yeah,
but you also ought to be a masculine guy and keep your balls about you, even though at home they go away because we all get vulnerable. You don't walk around the house, with spurs on. I don't know.
We actually all do.
Have you considered just kidnapping a woman?
I don't understand because Ganji, first of all, super likable, has pictures from he used to be very, very good looking, and he wants to get married. He's actually like a catch. He has a good job.
I'm
He's
still
very
thrown
likable.
that he used to be good looking.
Yeah,
you gotta see. You gotta see old pictures of him.
Yeah, but Benji, he could have got married twice, and he let them go away. He let it go.
Well, that was maybe at that time he didn't want to, but now he really wants to get married.
It's always too late when he realizes it's too late. It's too late. The girl's gone, and she found somebody else already. That's what happens with him.
Yeah, but I'm working on the current now.
Who is the current?
Yeah, who is?
There isn't one.
No, there isn't one. That's the thing.
I saw you took a picture with the Twinkie. I mean, is there anybody in your life?
Yeah, well, that's it. He puts pictures up of food. There's no girls.
There's definitely girls I meet and I like. Yeah, sure.
So
absolutely.
You get their number?
But I haven't.
I do.
Text?
Do you guys text? Do you text a girl? Girls like texting some girls.
No, no. No, I don't. I don't I don't know. I just don't make the move. I don't know what it is.
Did you not get married? Because why did you not get married both of those times? I know both of the girls.
Both. I would say the first one just wasn't right. It wasn't right timing. Second time, I didn't know if I wanted to get married. So
can I say something?
I think that was why.
I think Ganji's gay.
Really?
Yeah,
dude.
I mean, that's serious.
Why? Why do you think
I talked about this in the meeting as
did.
well.
He did.
Did he really?
Yeah. I'm convinced you're gay.
Why? I don't understand.
Just the way you carry yourself. Right now,
dude, I'm fat and out of shape. That's usually sign number one.
Sal, you can't speak generally. You got to give him specifics so he knows what you're talking about.
He's always with his mom. He's with these women that he's strung along for a long time.
Is his mom hot?
I haven't seen her, Bob. But he's had these hot women before that he almost got married to, but he didn't. He always caves in.
But I dated for 10 and,
You did it. It's called a beard. You did it to appease your family.
Sal, do you think he's aware of it?
Or
is he
and then when it came down to it, for him to finally close the deal, he backed out. Why? Because he's gay.
Well, that's fair commitment. That doesn't necessarily.
No. And then he's dated hot chicks, and he can't get it together with them, and he's always online, and he's talking about just food and stuff and these mundane things. There's never anything sexual about you. Nothing. There's
What kind of food do you talk about? Hot dogs, bananas, carrots, things like that?
Look at him. He talks about everything.
Pizza mostly.
The whole fucking buffet at the mall he talks about.
Hey, Sal, hold on a second. I understand that you think a lot of guys on the staff.
I think he's gay.
Who else do you think is gay?
Sorry, Steve Brandano.
Okay.
But
why?
For the opposite reasons.
Is there any way you can fill out a report for all this?
I think.
But why do you think Steve is gay?
I think Gange a closet homosexual. He just can't come to grips with the fact that he likes dick over pussy.
Hey, I'll tell you something. A closet homosexual is probably a good idea because there's clothes in there, so you could change a lot.
But wait, Sal, are you saying that Gange acts on homosexuality and is keeping it from us, or he hasn't even acted on it yet?
I don't think he's acted on it yet.
Okay. What about
Brandon? Subconsciously.
What about you? Pretty much.
But does he?
Acted on it.
Do you think he has any conscious desire? Like, does he see us and like? I think
when Gange masturbates at home, he thinks of men. That's the only way you could do it. Personally, privately.
Guys, I don't want to be a buzzkill, but I actually have to leave.
Well, tell us
But
what
I
you tell us
love
about your
that
special.
actually thinks of what?
Tell us about your
This is
special.
the greatest thing I've ever walked into in my life, Gary. Thank you for bringing me.
I'm glad to have you. Thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry you got caught up in the
No, it's really
relationship
funny.
zone.
You guys kind of made my day. I don't know how I'm going to nap now. I've got bad imagery in my head. I hope you all find what you're looking for.
Thank you.
A lot of dudes.
But I would be remiss not to go back to Sal's theories on why Gange and Steve Brandano are gay. And I should point out that Sal is wearing a bright purple shirt. He's tan and wearing makeup.
And he's like
accusing
balls in his life.
Well,
before.
that makes me an expert, John.
It
doesn't
does.
it?
So go ahead.
There
So
you go.
I would like
if
to know-
anybody knows about gayness, it's a guy who licked Richard Christie's taint. It would be me.
All right.
I'm not gay, but I know gay acts
All
when
right,
I
so
see
let's
them.
Thank you
move
for
on.
stating your qualifications.
I got
Well,
the
Steve Brandano, I'll tell you why he's gay.
Okay.
First of all, he's really prim and proper. He's just super well groomed. I think he
Like
blows,
you.
Well, he blows me out of the water.
He doesn't though.
No,
Because he doesn't wear makeup.
Well, it doesn't matter. Look, his shirts are always perfect, impeccable. His hair, there's never a hair out of place.
So you were
And,
literally
hold on,
describing you.
Are you
okay? But I know about this stuff. But I'm saying, hold on. He's another one. Had a hot chick, let it go, gave up drinking. Very manly thing. Very manly. Drinking. Gave it up completely.
Do you know why?
Yes, because I think when he got drunk, he had gay tendencies.
No, do you know why? he
When
gave
you
up
get
drinking?
drunk, Gary,
Oh
what do
my
you
God.
do? You get horny for pussy. When I get drunk, I'd fuck you, Gary. I think about people.
That's gay.
No, I'm making a point that when guys get drunk, they get horny. When women get drunk, they're generally easier to bang because they're horny for the cock. I think when Steve got drunk, and I could be wrong, he was thinking about dick a lot. He gave it up. How do you get those thoughts out of your head? You give it up.
Are you aware of the
thirdly,
medical reason why Steve stopped drinking? There's a medical reason.
Diabetes, schmiabetes. I know plenty of people with it. John is the size of Grimace from McDonald's. Doesn't stop him from eating all those goddamn cheeseburgers, and he has diabetes. It's not going to stop Steve.
Third reason.
Great analogy, by the way.
Third reason, he's a pecker. And that's not an insult. The way he speaks, like almost like my wife. When Steve is adamant about something, he has like that wife thing, like, the blackie should be here. You don't understand why. It sounds like my wife when I didn't take out the garbage. He has that inflection and that delivery that reminds me of a nagging woman. So his personality with that, the fact that he dresses impeccably, that a hair's not out of place, gave up drinking to give up gay tendencies when he's drunk, leads me to believe that he's gay. And with all that said, I think it's wonderful. I think he's a wonderful person, and I hope him and
Sal.
Gange come out of the closet.
Okay, Sal.
I love them both.
After hearing you
This is tough love.
and analyzing your tough love and your critique, your reasons for Gange being gay are completely different than your reasons for Steve
Tomatoes,
being gay.
tomatoes, John.
Your gaydar is fucking broken.
No, I'm on both sides of the spectrum, Gary. I got it figured out on both sides. I got the, like there's two types of lesbians. There's the smoking hot one, and there's the butchy ones.
Which type are these guys?
Gange is like the sweet, lovable muffin, like the one you cuddle with. That he's easygoing. He's the and Steve is more like the wife. Gange is like the beaten husband. Okay, honey, you got it. And Steve Brandano's like, no, you do that now. We go to the movies now. We're going to see Black Keys tonight. That's how it is.
Sal, there's a lot of you coming out in this critique.
Not one.
Really?
All right, I dress nice. I try to look good. I use some cosmetics. I'll admit it. I take care of my hair. I might be metrosexual, but I'm not gay. If I was gay, I'd tell you. If I said to you, John, I don't mind sucking dick, I'd tell you. I don't have a problem with that.
Well, let's not talk about those car rides home, Sal.
Sal, have you?
What, the kids
Sal,
in the trunk?
I know you're into chicks the way you talk about it and stuff.
I love women.
I swear my life, I've always thought you might have some sort of weird gay streak in you.
If I had it,
I know.
I'd be happy to
have
share
you
it.
ever thought about that?
No. I really haven't. Not gayness. It just doesn't turn me on.
That pause gave you away, my friend.
Well, I'm thinking about things like when we were younger, like messing around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like when a guy jerks another guy off.
I
Like
went.
shit
no,
that happens to all of us.
I
right?
slept over a friend's house one time, and he dropped his pants. He showed me his penis, and I dropped my pants and showed him mine, and that was it. But
How old were you?
16.
So did I.
I don't know why. I slept over his house, and he just says, "What do you think?" I go, "Not bad." I go, "What do you think of mine?" And that's where it ended.
You may
But
be onto something here, Benji.
You know, I've always thought, like, with your
It was
love
just a weird
for Howard, like,
circumstance.
you're really looking for a man's love.
No, I'm not looking. I have a man's love. Richard Christie's a man. He loves me dearly. I love him.
You mean like a father love me, daddy?
I don't
kind
know
of thing?
exactly what it is, and obviously
not
nothing
sexually.
wrong with it. And I know you're into chicks in a way too, but then also you have that whole.
No, not sexually romantic. I just don't see it. No, it just doesn't appeal to me. It's just not my thing.
How far have you gone with a guy?
That's
Was that
it.
the
Just dropping
farthest?
my pants and I analyzed the penis once with a guy. It was just.
I gotta go
Wait,
back.
what do you
to
mean
remember-
analyze penis?
You didn't think at 16 that two guys standing in a room with their pants down, looking at each other's penises, was odd?
It was so fast it hit me afterwards. Like what exactly happened? Like when I went to lay down. Like,
Another lesson he learned after the fact.
It was just one of those weird things. Like that guy, by the way, ended up being gay.
No shit, really?
What is his penis analysis? What are you talking about?
I don't know. We were in the bedroom. We're getting changed to go to bed.
This is the same guy, or is this a
Same
different
guy.
Okay.
Drops his pants. He goes, "What do you think of my penis?" I go, "Not bad." I felt like obligated to do.
You're lucky to drop to his knees and blow you.
Were you just being nice, or was it really not
and
bad?
I felt awkward. I felt like okay, I have to return the favor, and I did it too.
What do you think of yours?
He said, "I don't know. I think he just nodded his head, and we left it at that." I don't know.
I think if you were uncircumcised, you'd be gay right now.
Then we'll get to Lisa G.
Hey, can you guys not have Counting Crows on?
Why?
Because they're boring.
No, they're good. They're good, the Counting Crows. They'll be good.
It's not going to be, I know.
You don't know that.
I know it.
Give it a shot. If it's not good, you turn it off.
I've heard them on in the past, and they just weren't interesting.
Today's the day they're going to be really interesting.
Today's the day?
I've been reading about Adam. He says he's on depressant pills, some kind of antidepressant.
He's trying to get depressed, is what you're saying.
No, he is depressed. He's trying to get undepressed.
Antidepressant pills.
Antidepressant pills, not depressant pills. I'm wrong about that. That's always interesting. What's he got to be depressed about? Let's find out.
Yeah, his life isn't going well.
So what are you guys going to do? What are you doing down here today?
Promoting our new record called,
what is it? Zoso.
Zoso. No, that's not
It's
it.
actually just called, it's untitled. It's untitled. It's untitled. The Led Zeppelin album, the White Album.
The white, that...
The White.
No,
but it's not white.
I think it's going to sell
Street
big.
Survivors.
I think
It's
it's going
called
to
Street Survivors.
We took the flames out, though.
No, what's the one? Second Helping. No.
Street Survivors was the
What
last
album has that? Our big hit, Sweet Home Alabama.
Oh, Second Helping.
Second Helping.
Second
Second
Helping.
Helping.
Yeah, it's called Second Helping.
But it's or untitled. So you guys are here to promote an album? Nah, I'm just here to talk to Howard. What are you going to talk to him about? You don't have any choice. We don't talk to Howard about.
I think
Howard wants to talk
Howard
about.
wants to talk about, you talk about.
So you guys are game. We're game for anything, right? I think we'll talk about something embarrassing in my personal life, and there's no real way around it, is there? No, not really. Nah, so
Why ask the question?
why walk in ashamed? You know,
True.
Be the ball.
Own
just
the ball.
one though. Just one. Own the ball. Be the ball. We're not going to talk about an album. It's too serious for this situation.
For serious radio.
My album's about disintegration, and it's devastatingly personal and difficult. It's actually hard for me to talk about.
Yeah, you don't talk about it usually.
I can't.
We can't talk about it. But whatever we do, don't talk about the record. This is what happens.
The Counting Crows are here, and they're tuning up, and the tune-up sounds good. I like the tune-up. I like jam sessions. I like to hear the band tuning up. Boys, you want to tune up a little? Or you see, as soon as... It was sounding so good in here.
Yeah?
Oh, there's Adam. What is that, a bunny outfit?
Oh, my goodness. What is that? that?
What happened to you? You lost your mind.
It happened a long time ago.
Hey, Adam.
I don't understand.
The Counting Crows are Adam Duritz, who's wearing a giant bunny outfit with bunny ears.
And can't get his headphones on as a result.
Yeah, you're
He's
ruining
really
your look.
working it.
You sure you're a rock star? I mean, you can't wear something. Bruce Springsteen wouldn't wear that.
You don't like the bunny outfit?
I do like it. What does it
I don't
signify?
feel like people take me seriously enough. So I thought I should wear a full-length bunny outfit.
You look good. Adam recently.
I'm a, you know, I feel like a bunny.
Adam works out in my gym.
I was going to say, Adam's in shape.
Well, he lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys now who thinks he's like super skinny. He takes his shirt off wherever he can.
Oh, really? Is he Mr.
I put my bunny outfit on whenever I can.
Tank top at this point?
He wears a tank top. Oh, yeah.
Like,
tell everyone how you lost the weight. I find this fascinating.
Vomit and cocaine.
No, besides the cocaine, how did you lose the weight?
Pat Menachia.
Yes, but
they called the Pat Menachia Pat.
But didn't you go
nutritional plan at La Palestra? I worked out hard. I did my circuit classes with everybody.
And you went on a cookie diet.
No, just Pat. Just Pat.
You went on a cookie diet.
I give all the credit to Pat.
Come on, tell everyone what that happened.
I give all the credit to Pat and the La Palestra nutritional plan, or else he'll fucking kill me.
He went on a cookie diet. He
How
really
would you
did.
lose weight eating cookies?
I don't know.
I've
Don't
eaten
ask
cookies
me.
my entire life. I never lost any weight.
He told me about it. It's called.
Pat, I'm down for you. Howard is stabbing you in the back right now.
I'm not.
If you're out there listening.
No, you're working out and you're doing well, but you also went on a cookie dough diet.
Cookie dough?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
He wouldn't even cook the cookies. He would eat raw cookie dough?
He would eat raw cookie dough all day.
People of America, do you buy this? No. Trust the man in the bunny outfit.
You have a new album out. The Counting Crows are on tour. You're going out on tour with Maroon 5. How do you guys decide? Like, are you the headliner or is Maroon 5 the headliner? How do you work all that out? The ego
We're
thing?
flipping every night.
Oh, really? Is that how it's done?
One night we're on top. The other night they're on top.
So you're a top one night and the next night you're a bottom.
It really is very erotic.
What, I had that guy on from Maroon 5, Adam Levine. Nice guy, right?
He's a nice guy.
I liked him, actually. I thought he was going to be an asshole. He turned out to be a nice guy.
No, he's a good guy. They opened for us long when we were doing that tour with Mayer.
How does the tour come about? Who pairs you up?
We talked about it together. Managers, me and Adam talked about it.
You did? You know him personally?
Yeah, because we toured together 4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Okay. How is the record business... I'm being serious now, okay, for a second. Don't call me a jerk off. I don't understand now how in the record business is in shambles. I believe in the old days you'd put out a record, and you know as well as I do, you'd sell albums. That was the way people got there. They'd go to a music store. The music stores are gone. There was just a report that Walmart's forcing the record business to sell the CDs for $9. I guess do you make an album and then what? People download it from iTunes now? How is it distributed?
We've been trying to make them sell it for $9 forever.
Yeah, I know. You've always been for lower prices.
It to be cheaper.
Okay, but how do you make money in the record business now with a record?
People will buy records.
Where?
Online, in record stores. You have to just remind them that you're not a fucking asshole.
Right, but you have to. But where do you even get? It's harder to get your music even played, right?
Well, we just. Before the album, we pulled the album because I wanted to insist that they let us do this free digital 45. So we could take one song from each side of the record and put it out free on the internet. And we sent it out to every blog, every webzine, everyone we could possibly get to give it to. We gave the 2 free songs to.
But you understand the record company's position. You guys will get your music.
They're furious. They didn't want us to do it.
Well, of course, because you get paid from touring. They want to get paid for selling albums. If you give it away for free, what's the point to them?
The more popular we are touring, the more people will buy records. Look,
is that true? If you give it away for free?
If you want to stay alive in this business, you better do something to make yourself popular.
That's right. That's
Otherwise,
true.
we'll just be the only ones surviving.
Your new album just got I think, a 3.5-star review in Rolling Stone. I read it. I don't know if it was 3 stars or 3.5. That's pretty good, right? I mean, that's 3 out of 4, 3.5 out of 4. That's a classic. That's quite an accolade.
It was a little derisive, I would say.
Did you think so? Oh yeah. It was
dismissive.
It was a little dismissive, but they loved the record.
Well, the guy they wrote a really good review, the profile of us.
They said you whine too much.
They did say I whine too much.
Do you whine too much?
I whine just enough. I'm like Mama Bear.
Is
or
he
is it
depressed?
Baby Bear?
Is he depressed?
Is Papa Bear whine not at all, and Mama Bear whines?
Mama Bear, you're right.
Mama Bear just whines just enough.
I was worried about you when I read that.
I don't whine. I'm just complaining.
I know, but I worry about you. I really, honestly,
I worry about me too. Like nobody's business.
What's going on? I read interview after interview that you went on antidepressants. That's why you gained weight.
I didn't go on antidepressants.
You did.
I didn't say antidepressants.
Here's what it says.
I said a fruit salad of medication.
Why were you on? Why you know most people
now?
I said a fruit salad of medication.
Here's what you said.
But Adam, most people are going to say, okay.
I didn't say I was depressed. I said I was insane. It's an entirely different thing.
You're a great songwriter. You're a lead singer of the Counting Crows, a very popular band. You got some good mates here. They all enjoy you. They're your comrades. You have a fantastic love life. You've fucked some of the greatest girls in the business. And why are you so depressed? What's going on here? Explain it to me. Honestly, I don't understand. Don't make a joke.
I don't know where to buy a Sybian.
No, come on. Be honest, Adam.
I'm fucking crazy.
Are you crazy?
I don't know why I'm crazy.
But are you crazy? Are you being a crazy rock star or are you just crazy?
No, I am, yeah.
You're crazy. Guys, do you think he's crazy? Your lead singer is crazy?
I can either confirm or deny that comment.
Is he
Question,
hard?
Please.
Adam, you threatened to leave the band recently. You did
I
before.
didn't threaten to leave
yes,
the band,
you did.
did
At
I?
one point, you did.
No,
I'm going to tell you something.
How do you know?
I'll tell you how I know. I got a quote from Adam. You said, I considered leaving the band. The writing got affected by the fact that I just hated the whole life. It's just like I'm tired of the record business. I was so tired of radio and the press and the degrading aspects of being famous. So just like I went and was thinking about walking out. What is degrading about this business, about being famous?
That's just something I said, and just because it's true doesn't mean I said it.
But what is
you're acting as if a quote is actually something I.
What is degrading about being famous? Seriously.
Look, I was just been, I was kind of going loopy, and I just really wasn't doing very well doing that. This thing makes the world seem a little hallucinatory, and when you're in a hotel room, that's really not the best place to be for that.
When you say this thing makes the world hallucinatory, do you mean being on?
I feel like I'm like a bunny sometimes.
No, but being in a rock band makes
no, like being in. I mean, my head makes things seem like a hallucination, and when you're like in a hotel room in Perth, it's really.
Did you have a tough childhood? Do you think from childhood? Do you think you were depressed and crazy?
Not depressed, although
you were
the
on
world seemed like you're on a
antidepressants.
constant acid trip will make you sad.
What was the cocktail you were on?
I'm on a fruit salad of medication.
What does that mean? What are we on?
I took 20 pills this morning.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a rundown. What'd you take? I bet you Artie's got you beat.
No. I'm not giving you a rundown of the pills.
You know, he does seem happier. It seems to be working.
Well, I can't hear you now, Rob. I'm sorry.
Do you take Subutex?
And you better not stab me in the back last time. Last time you said he made you do it because when his friends are on the air, you get the job. I don't want to hear that again from you today.
Do you take Subutex?
What?
Do you take Subutex?
No.
Subutex?
Yeah, are you on that?
I've never even heard of that.
Do you take Advil?
Advil?
Yes,
I take Advil right now. I got those knees,
What kind of drugs is he on, boys? What do you know about this? You guys can't even. Oh boy, are you afraid, huh? Gee whiz.
You bet.
Well, you're right. Keep the band together. You guys got a good thing going. Absolutely.
Is it like Richard Lewis, who has a champagne problem?
Do you drink?
Absolutely, I drink.
You do.
It's fun.
Do you abuse alcohol?
No, Are we talking about sort of self-abuse?
Yeah.
I practiced some self-abuse last night, but with alcohol.
But you consider yourself bad with women or good with women? You're down on the whole female.
I'm getting better.
You're getting better.
I'm getting a lot better.
What was wrong?
What was wrong with your relationships with women?
I was crazy.
And what does that entail, being crazy? I don't understand.
Are you jealous?
The world seems
you
like it's a little hallucinatory. You don't.
What does that mean?
You're not even letting me hear you now, Robin. Your voice,
are you
so intent
Robin's
on you not stabbing
asking
me in the back. He's turned you off in my headphones. You don't even exist in my life right now.
Adam,
I don't want you in my life.
When you say crazy, are you schizophrenic? Are you bipolar?
No.
Are you?
The world seems like a hallucination.
What does that mean?
It means like you ever. I don't want to ask you in the air. You ever taken acid?
Yes.
It seems like that all the time.
Wow.
Really?
You're that fucked up.
It's a little. No, but I could deal with it now.
To me, I did acid. It's what got me off drugs. I overdosed.
Yeah, me too. That's
I
why
overdosed.
I quit doing drugs.
I took 4 hits of acid one night. It's called blotter acid. I didn't understand the dosage. It's a 4-way hit, and I took 4 hits, and I saw things I don't think any human being should ever see. And I was really afraid I'd lost my mind because I didn't know if I could come back to reality.
Right. You were so happy to come back.
And I came back. I said, "Thank you, God." And I only took acid one more time.
Oh, you're an asshole.
2001: A Space Odyssey came out. I had to see it.
Just to be clear about the whole
to see it fucked
But
up.
I took the right dosage.
I quit doing recreational drugs because of that.
Really?
But it doesn't seem to have mattered, really.
And you're saying that your particular, if you want to call it an affliction, is that you kind of feel like you're hallucinating all the time, or you are hallucinating and you're not sure what's real and what's fake.
Well, it seems like that. It feels that way all the time. That'll kind of wear you down after a while.
Absolutely.
But I can deal with it now. I used to be scary. Now I just can deal with it.
I had no idea you were that. I just thought you were like, oh, you know, I'm depressed. Yeah, right. I didn't realize it was that severe.
Well, I didn't tell everybody then.
That's like a beautiful mind. I mean, that's like, you know, wow.
Did you have a friend who was talking to you?
Yeah, did you ever have a friend who talked to you?
I had this rabbit.
Really? Really?
No, the rabbit is me.
I had no idea. I've hung out with Adam a couple of times.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
No, he seemed perfectly normal, right?
Why is it, Scott, at some point, why is Adam not hearing Robin? Would you address that?
You guys hear Robin?
I hear her.
In your headphones?
Maybe, Adam, you just don't know.
Maybe he's tuned you out like your
Yeah.
boyfriend with those long stories.
Hey, take it easy over there.
Howard Company. I see.
All right, now you got it.
All right.
Am I there now? Am I
Yeah,
in your
you are.
head?
Thank you. Welcome back.
Adam, I had no idea.
I'd like to welcome you to the Howard Stern Show.
I had no idea.
Well, I don't want to tell anybody. You know, these guys knew, but, you know.
Wow. So he came to you and said, look, I'm in big trouble. I don't know what's reality and what is fantasy.
Do you really have a band? Maybe you just see these guys.
Hey, Adam, what's the word? Seriously. Adam, what's the worst of it, honestly?
You know, hey, as messed up as it was, I still went on tour for 12 years.
Yeah,
Right.
you did.
Wow, I had no idea you
Balls of steel.
I'm not hanging out with you anymore. I had no idea.
I bought them. They're called Benoit something. I don't know, but they're steel, and I can do that thing. There's 4 of them, so they can do that clack 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 back and forth thing.
Adam, remember when we were in California at the hot chick party?
Yeah.
Was it happening back then too?
Yeah, it's 25 years sort of decline. This is getting worse and worse.
It was getting worse.
It got a lot better when I moved to New York, actually, for a while.
Did you ever think it was because of the LSD?
Well, I think the LSD taught my mind a very interesting way to recreate it. I think that was a bad lesson to have learned.
I think you could do enough drugs where you start to, you know, your mind gets so fucked up that you can't recover
Sure,
from it.
you can't rejumble.
That could be it.
I tried when I was younger to
do enough to ruin it, right?
Well, I had no
It
idea.
was fun at the time. It just stopped being.
Now, I read you moved a woman into your home, not a sexual thing. 21-year-old girl, she lives with you. She was. Is this true?
Emily?
Is that who you moved in with you?
Yeah.
But she's not your girlfriend.
No, and Tom and Gardner lives there too.
Oh, he does? In your house?
But Emily went out to California because Tom's training her to work at his fund right now.
You moved a 21-year-old girl into your house, but no sex, just strictly.
I'd known her from college, and her mother had passed away, and she needed to get out of California, and she wanted to study for law school, and I said, why don't you just come to New York?
Fatherly thing?
Fatherly? I'm not that old.
Not that old.
No, but I'm saying
Call it a
you
slightly
weren't-
older, lecherous brother thing.
Oh, okay.
But you didn't want her
call it
sexually.
fatherly. I have not read a G-rated life, but I don't want to get into it being fatherly. She's a very nice, wonderful person, and that's why she's out in Laguna, working. Tom's training her to.
I see.
She's a very, very intelligent, smart girl. Very smart, I don't know, 3.8 at Berkeley.
Oh, so your
She
penis
played
still
Division
works.
I soccer.
So your
there,
penis still
Your
works.
penis still works, though, right? Because when you're on a lot of medications, it can stop working.
Or take long time.
Yeah, it would take a long time to get it
Why
up.
do you think I wear this bunny outfit? This is a metaphor.
Here's what
I'm
I've got
a
on you.
walking costume metaphor right now.
Comment on some of these women. It says here you dated actresses following women. This is a new list. This is not the Courtney Cox, Jennifer
You've
Aniston
updated the list?
Oh, it's a new
list. It's a new list. Monica Potter. True?
Oh, what do you want me to say?
Yes or no?
Wrote a great song, Mrs. Potter's Lullaby.
So?
Great song.
That's a true thing?
It's a fantastic song.
Mary Louise Parker.
Mary Louise is my best friend. I've known her for 25 years.
She's not a lover.
No, she's my best friend. I've known her. She did a play at Berkeley Rep when I was in my first band. She did Prelude to a Kiss that came to Broadway. And
So she's not a lover.
No, she's like my best friend in the world.
Samantha Mathis. Who's that?
Another actress, right?
You got her?
She's one of my best friends.
Friend or lover?
She's one of my best friends.
You're lying now? What are you doing?
She
Don't
is
give me.
one of-
Don't
Samantha
clam
is one
up
of my
on me.
Best friends. I've known her since I moved to L.A.
Lindsay Lohan. Did you bang her?
Lindsay Lohan?
Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay Lohan.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Nope. I'm not kidding you. Did you hang with her?
I have met her.
Uh-huh.
Where'd you get that one?
I got it right here.
I once
On
walked
the newspaper.
I once walked up to her and introduced her to a friend of mine. That's
But you
the
do
most
not-
interaction I've had with her.
So you know her.
I walked up to her in a club. A friend of mine said, "Wow, Lindsay Lohan, I'd love to meet her." I walked up to her and I said, "Hey, I'm Adam from Counting Crows. My friend wants to meet you," and I introduced him.
Mandy
And I
Moore.
walked off. Well, she did a movie with Mary Louise, so I knew her. I was
Never banged
learn
her.
to write songs. No, Mandy's like, well, how old is Mandy? No, of course not.
You tell me you're making love to her.
I am not making love to her. There's
what about
this?
this?
Is like a giant merkin. There's actually no front hole. This stupid bunny outfit doesn't have a hole in the front.
Nicole Kidman.
Nicole Kidman? I've never even met Nicole Kidman.
Winona Ryder.
No, God, no.
No, really?
That was all over the papers 2 weeks ago. No, God, no. A friend of mine did date her.
Playboy model and TV star Trishelle Canatella.
No, but we wrote each other on MySpace. I had coffee with her once.
But no, you weren't interested in her romantic.
No, she's a funny girl, though.
All right. Ivanka Trump.
I know Ivanka really well, yeah.
You want her? If she said
Come
to you,
on, who doesn't
Adam,
want Ivanka?
But do you want her?
Smart, went to Penn, nice, incredibly hot, and let's face it, I could retire.
Right.
That girl.
Could you boys retire now? I mean, have you made enough money in Counting Crows?
If I settled down with Ivanka, we could all retire.
Right. The whole band would retire. The whole band could marry her.
We could sit at home, make music, masturbate all day long.
So you'd be interested in her, but
she's another close friend of mine. I met her when I first moved to New York. That is a wonderful girl.
You hung out with Terry Hatcher. What happened there? Why didn't you close that deal? Or you did?
You got to ask Gardner about that, not me.
Well,
I never dated Terry Hatcher.
You hung out with her for a whole weekend. I heard the stories.
At Gardner's house.
Okay, and what happened? You're the rock star. You didn't bed that thing?
I did not.
Nothing.
She had her kid with her. It's very nice. We met her at the Tigers benefit. She was in Laguna the next weekend.
So nothing happened.
We all hung out at Tom's house.
Are you tied to the Olsen twins at all? Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen.
Absolutely.
You are friends with them.
Oh no, them.
You gave it to them.
No.
Good. How was that?
My goddaughter's, godmother is Lori Loughlin. So, she was on Full House. So, the whole Full House crew was coming to our gigs from the very beginning. So I've known Mary and Kate since they were infants.
You boys
Saget and Laurie and Mary Kate, and Ashley would all come to the gigs.
So are you getting laid at all, or is it all
by Mary Kate and Ashley?
Not them, but are you getting laid by anyone? Are you having fun?
I am dating a fantastic girl right now.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yeah, and she's,
young girl? How old? How old is she?
She's 26.
Nice.
She's fantastic.
What's she do?
She is very, very smart.
And does she work?
Yes.
What does she do?
She's an actress.
Oh.
She went to Harvard.
No shit.
Yes.
Nice.
She's smarter than me.
No, there's no one smarter than you. I don't believe it.
I tell you, I'm proving it today on the air.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I will
listen.
tell you this: I have told you nothing but truth today.
Good.
I've not lied to you once.
Well, I got to tell you,
coming up in a minute.
You could be having a lot more fun.
I could be having a hell of a lot more fun. I'm
boys,
not saying I haven't banged a lot of other people, just none of the ones on your list.
Boys, is he a difficult front man? They say all front men are difficult. Do you guys have a hard time with him?
Careful how you answer.
Used to it.
Used to it. Is it really bad?
It's really bad.
It is.
It's
horrible. I'm sorry to hear
My
that.
childhood friend. I've known these two. I've known these two since what 23, 24 years. I've known these two
forever.
And he was a pain even back then.
Of Adam, so.
My very first 45 I ever recorded. My guitar player, in the middle of it, after we finished the first song, joined the Navy.
Wow.
And my piano player brought in his best friend in quotes. Doesn't actually respect him very much, and it was Emmy.
Wow.
He charged me $40 to play on that first song. I knew my dad was paying for it.
I'm having a flash here. Natalie Portman's 26 years old and went to Harvard. Are you dating Natalie Portman?
No.
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 Well, right. That's a good guess. No,
That was a
Robin?
very good guess. I was like, whoa,
Wheels are turning.
look at
That's not
Howard.
bad. That's well done. She's Jewish too, right?
Yes, she is. Yes, she
Woo.
is.
My mom would be happy, but no.
No, you're not getting her. When you're not on tour, do you spend a lot of time I've read things about you. You've never opened up to me, but do you really spend a lot of time in your apartment just sort of just wallowing and kind of just feeling bad?
I did a while ago. I used to.
You getting out more now?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I go up to, I got friends here. I see
do?
my friends all the time.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, the last month or two I've been buried in work for the record, but this music is really, really...
All right. Well, he's going to kill any kind of real moment.
I'm not here. You don't want me to
Tell me about the new album. How long did it take you to put this new album together, boys?
Well, time-wise a lot, but only really about 70 days of recording. We did 3 like 25-day stints.
Do you go in and are you a perfectionist? You have to record it over and over and over again, or you do it pretty much in one?
Well, yeah, but we don't like record from the bottom up. We record all together, and then we like perfect some stuff. But we get in a room together and we all play until we get how it should feel, and then we'll perfect things.
Most bands do it in layers. One guy comes in and does the guitar, one guy does the piano, then the vocal. But you do it all in a room together.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do it different ways.
Every song has a different.
Yeah,
right.
Whatever it takes.
Some of the songs on the album, especially on the second side where it's acoustic, it's based a lot on Immy's guitars. So some of those we would just start with me and Immy, just record it like a folk song, and then we add things on. But mostly we play together.
The new album is called Boys, Saturday nights and Sunday mornings, and the single is You Can't Count on Me, and the tour is going on with Maroon 5, kicks off July 25th, countingcrows.com. Thanks, guys. You made it a great morning. You really did.
Howard,
great stuff.
Rob, thanks.
All right, we'll be back right after these words.
Guys, how'd it go in there today?
Good. It's rough.
I thought it went really well. Adam, what's with the bunny costume?
What bunny costume?
With the the ears that you're wearing right now?
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
I don't see him. You see him? I don't see him.
Did it help you get into the mood better? Is that what it does?
What's he talking about?
This guy's crazy. I don't
Now,
know.
is it weird talking to Howard about, because he thinks you're a little crazy?
Yeah.
Did that bother you at all? You think that's funny?
No, because I think he's perfectly sane. I meant to be unprepared for the sensitivity march.
Yeah, he was all serious today. I wasn't used to that side.
I stole a march on him. I showed up prepared to be on Howard.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I love being on the show, man. You gotta have your head about you. You gotta sack up and show up, and then
you showed up for Howard, and they gave you Meet the Press. You got all these quotes and stuff. Is it true? You said.
This is a Howard TV original production.
Here's a taste of what you have to look forward to.
On this episode of The Bonus Show.
George Takei offers some Christmas cheer.
This is our Christmas card from last year.
Medicated Pete gets a powerful blowjob.
We had that problem.
Ow! Howard compliments Baba Booey.
And you're not a good producer.
And JD talks about his favorite porn genre.
It does make me nauseous at times.
Hello, Stern fans, and welcome to The Bonus Show, a weekly update of all the great behind-the-scenes moments you can't see anywhere else. I'm John Hine.
And I'm Rachel Fine. Now let's start with the lovable and eccentric George Takei, as our cameras caught up with him so he could explain his avant-garde Christmas card.
This is our Christmas card from last year, and we chose this photo because this was taken when we did the Newlywed Game, and they wanted a lot of stills that they could put behind us for some of their publicity shots. And I thought this turned out very nicely. So this wasn't to all of the people that we sent Christmas cards to. It was just to special people, and Richard happens to be one of them.
People often ask me what it's like to work with Medicated Pete. Aside from the sweaty palms, the incessant staring, and the way he skulks around the office, well, it's pretty horrendous.
So you can feel my pain. I personally don't think that Pete's that bad. I mean, at least he provides an outlet for the guys in the office to have some fun and blow off steam.
That sounds legit?
Yeah, she's outside the building. She's like really here.
Why doesn't she come up?
Oh, good. Because she's a teacher. She doesn't want to go home. Okay. She doesn't want to lose her job, man. We had that problem here.
Ow! The fuck? I'll talk to you in a minute. Hold on a second. I'm getting sprayed out here. Hold on. I'll talk to you. I'll call you back. That fucking hurt, man. Look out. That fucking stings, bro. You're gonna do your hair. Dude. You do his hair. Ow. Look at this solid fucking Richard here. Go fucking back to work, will you? Easy.
As most of you are aware, Benji is a man of spontaneity, fearless self-deprecation, and a physicality that knows no end. Some in the business refer to this as shtick. I like to call it Benji bronchitis.
Who's Detlef?
Just cut it out.
What's
right?
that name that they're saying?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Extra Rock? Is that the name?
What are you doing, man? I'm hungry. This is some cake crumbs down there.
Rach, did you know that Janice Dickinson was born in 1955?
I didn't know the exact year, but I knew she was in her 50s.
55 to be exact. In supermodel years, that's the equivalent of like 3 lifetimes.
Here's Janice chatting with Gary before her interview with Howard about how normal her life is.
Hey, Q. How are you? You look the same.
No, I'm not. I look thinner.
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 Yeah, but this is
That's
white.
What do you want?
Dye.
No, then you look like one of those freaky guys. You look like the haircut from
No, it looks really, really good. No, you look really, really good.
How you doing?
Very well, thank you. Everything good? Money suits you.
Money?
Success, money, a new gym membership.
I work for success.
Yes, you do. You work hard.
So what are you working on? What are you up to?
I've been back and forth to England a whole bunch.
And how old's your daughter now?
I'm raising a 16-year-old.
How's that going?
It's like the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life.
How do you tell her not to do all the stuff you did?
You don't. Yeah, I try to set a great example. I have a fireman who's a boyfriend. So I've got like this really hot, like young, hot fireman who's really nice in the house. Got a normal lifestyle. Yeah.
If things go south with the fireman, I think her and Ronnie would make a good couple.
Yeah, they would be perfect together. Almost as perfect as these guys are together. Here is the gang during a Howard Stern Show creative meeting.
The Howard Stern Show creative meeting.
They came back to us and they're looking for a customized, non-solicited promotion. One of the lines they're using to promote the movie is bigger robots to fuck you up. So I take it and I say, that's like saying, why don't you make that hanger funny? Like, make the hanger funny. I don't know how to make bigger robots to fuck you up. I don't know how to make that a promotion or how to make that interesting. I don't know what to do with that.
Then you're not a good producer.
I don't. So
why are you blaming him?
Rachel, you want to do a 3-toss?
What's a 3-toss, John?
It's when we toss the 3 clips all at once and then show each clip back to back to back.
Well, why don't you show me how it's done?
The following wrap-up show highlights will feature JD discussing gay porn, Richard turning a year older, and a caller making a joke that bombs horribly. You see? 1, 2, 3. Roll it.
Listen, and maybe I'm immune or what is it?
Anesthetized?
Whatever. To gay porn because I've pulled gay porn.
Pulled what?
And watched it. Pulled the audio.
Pulled off.
Oh.
No, I haven't pulled off. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Well, I'm just not gay. And I forget where I was going. I forgot. I'm sorry. I can see it. It doesn't do anything to me. It does disgust. It does make me nauseous at times because it's not. It's just not into me what I'm saying. Or God damn it, Will. Will's making faces over here. He's trying to fuck with me.
I'm trying to listen to you.
Are you going to vary your routine now that you're living with your girlfriend? And because you usually do the same thing for your birthday every year, right? Don't you watch a movie or something?
I still do that, yeah. I watch John Carpenter's Halloween, my favorite movie of all time, and eat a Papa John's pizza and drink a 6-pack of Miller Lite. And but then when my fiance comes home, then we'll go out to a nice dinner. So that's that's
you're going to go to dinner
changed.
after eating the Papa John's pizza?
Yeah,
And 6 beers.
it'll be a small pizza.
Happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Thank
Just for the
you.
record, the massage I got Richard is a legitimate massage parlor. Richard likes legitimate massage.
Yeah, well, me and my fiance are going there this weekend for hot stone massage. My first one. I can't wait.
Are you saying you don't like legitimate massage?
No, I love it. I think me presenting a massage, people would get the impression that I'm getting it from Tokyo Delights. I'm not. I'm getting it from
Hong Kong Garden.
First off, Richard Roper is the man. He's a gambling dude.
You know, he's a coxman. I think he's probably one of the best guests you guys had in there for a while.
He's a good guy. He's a regular guy. I love hearing him talk about stuff.
Oh yeah, I would have liked to know if he used like his 2 thumbs up technique on any of his girlfriends. Though that'd been pretty nice.
We're letting you go, CWB. The floor is yours.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. Damn, that was a bomb. But anyway, though, you guys do a good job on the show, man. Richard Roper is the shit.
All right.
Later, guys.
All right. Thanks for calling in.
You know, I used to comment on those, and I realized my new technique is to just let it stink like a fucking bad fart.
And that's called a 3-toss.
John, there are idiot savants, and then there are just idiots. And you would be the latter.
Thank you.
Let's do a 3-toss sign-off. Goodbye.
Bye.
See you next week.
It's a 3-toss sign-off.
If you had been
Doesn't
quicker,
make any
it would have been
sense.
3.
You're doing clips. You introduce clips.
I understand, but I was doing 3
Sign-off.
goodbyes, and it was like a quick
3-toss.
You missed it. Well, he blew it, you guys. He blew
Toss
it.
her out of here.
Stop
3
it.
times.
Stop it.
I got it right.
I'm going to play a couple of things that have been happening, including Sal's weird pronunciations. You know the word villa?
Yeah.
I have a villa in France, perhaps you'd say. He calls it a villa.
I hate to say this.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
But
in Italian.
Get out of here. You're in America, asshole. First of all, I'll tell you what. You're not from Italy. You didn't grow up in Italy. You've never been in Italy.
Right. I've been to Italy.
Yeah, okay. Here's Sal from the wrap-up show yesterday. Listen to this guy.
Women love men who are successful, so you have to play the success card. You have to paint the big picture. 90% of the time, a woman is not going to be attracted to the average guy right off the bat. But if you give her a reason, like you have a mansion, like you have a place in the Hamptons, like you have a villa in Italy, stuff that most likely she won't see.
What do you have in Italy?
I have a villa in Italy.
A villa. You've heard of a villa.
That's the best. I have a villa.
When Gary said, "What do you have in Italy?" I thought he was saying, like, you're really exaggerating.
I've never seen a guy, because you seem like a bright guy to me. Honestly, you do.
I think I'm a bright guy, but in
Yeah.
Italy, they say villa. They say Vene sta villa.
Forget Sal being an idiot with the word villa.
Okay.
Listen to this. This is from the wrap-up show. Don't get caught up in what the content is. Just
Okay,
listen to
just
this
listen
word.
to the
Listen to
pronunciation.
it.
Do you know do you remember what that whole Jim Jones thing was about?
Yeah. He had an occult. He gave all these people Kool-Aid and they dropped dead.
Wait, he had what?
He had this occult. I think it's called an occult.
Right.
So in Italy, they say occult?
They say, where did you get that one from?
Yeah. How'd you learn how to say that wrong?
Well, a cult. I heard then it was cult, not a cult, but an occult is, I think it's a combination. It's like satanic groups. They're occults. But I thought it's the same thing. It's as long as it's a group
Sal,
of weird
do you
people.
ever read? Do you ever like take an
Ever
interest in
consult
anything?
the dictionary?
Sal, when
Too
people
busy.
are saying occult, they're not saying occult. They're saying a, and then a word C-U-L-T, cult.
A cult.
And then there is the occult.
The occult or occult is, holy cow! I can't
When I
believe
see
I'm-
occult, O-C-C-U-L-T, whatever it is, and you hear people saying occult, I'm always thinking it's occult.
No,
I never distinguish the difference between a cult and a cult. When you
Holy cow! Where did you grow up, man? And don't give me this bullshit.
I grew
you
up
say
in Holbrook.
villa because you were in Italy.
Yeah, because when you're in Italy, they're
Okay.
like, come to my villa.
You know, he says that like from Transylvania. I want you to come to my villa.